Welcome to Biscuit Tin RPG, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're back with City of Illumination. As always, I'm not going to start and take up too much time here, but check out biscuittinrpg.com to find out all the newest releases that we have. As we all have been talking about lately, The Gods We Buried is now officially out, just waiting for print proofs for physical copies to be able to be delivered. So please go check out biscuittinrpg.com. And Mike, I'll go ahead and give the mic over to you. Giving you yourself, motherfucker.
All right. Thanks, John. Let's go ahead and dive back into the epic siege that is happening in the city of Macerna in our City of Illumination campaign. We'll go ahead and talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. Yes, time. Time has passed.
Space.
Time and space. Above the city of Macerna, Ox runs for his life. Hunted through the halls of Belial by a 30-meter angelic statue, he bleeds, stumbles, refuses to fall. Using the solar lens as both threat and proof of authority, he commands these own guardians to stand down, and they listen. One by one, golden statues turn, fall in line, and march at his back. Ox eventually storms the Iron Barracks, slaughters the champion sentinels in a blur of steel and fury, and claims Godolina's bonded blade. The city recognizes him. Somewhere, Prundus recoils. For the first time, the City of Illumination has a new, stronger voice. Below, Tav leads her people into hell. The Soulforge Brewery, once life-giving, has become a cathedral of lies, vast souls of glowing like captive stars. She duels Vixara, the queen of lies, and a six-headed rat duelist, holding them back while her companions flee. She collapses tunnels with precision and spite, buying precious time. But time itself is breaking. Tav discovers these rare and dangerous items called fate fragments, crystallized destinies stolen from the world, each one a life, a death, a choice undone. She takes them, uses them, lives flashes through her mind. Guards, rebels, victims, many slain by the sandstormers themselves, others twisted into monsters by Prunus' hand. But desperation wins. She arms her allies, sets traps, and leaves soldiers behind to die, buying her escape. The halls fill with abyssal mustard gas, blistering skin, choking breath, blinding eyes. Even so, Tab pushes on until Vixara's spell finally lands. Dominates monster. Tab keeps moving, but she is no longer alone in her body. At the Aga's mansion, the war begins to turn. Menace, a corrupted warforge, a corrupted warforge comet of lightning tears through defenses until Sterling slips through time itself, crits and unloads 109 damage in a single impossible shot. Menace is crippled, his weapons shattered. The war momentum surges. Sterling Silver fall once more under his control, the founder, of course, turning their guns on civilians, on allies, on everything Biz is trying to protect. The endgame clock plummets, time fractures further. However, Biz is hunting for the truth, and that truth is the founder, invisible, rooftop slick with blood. Father Telemac, once his mentor, now monster, ambushes him with domination magic. Biz has become paralyzed, stripped of gear, robbed mid-battle, desperation rising. Biz and his simulacrum summon Bigby's hand, wrenching the founder's gaze away, forcing it to face him. Good, the founder whispers, both in one place. This duel is now inevitable. Ox breaches the sanctum. Inside floats the Solar, once radiant, now exhausted, corrupted by a vile chain of abyssal design. The truth becomes clear. The city cannot survive like this. Ox makes a choice, and he chooses sacrifice. He takes the corruption onto himself, becoming the last and final guardian, freeing the Solar at last. And that, the city stabilizes. Power floods back. The gaze of Palor comes online again. Systems awaken. For the first time since its creation, the heart is not alone. But sun is a commodity these days, as sunset begins to near. Time stutters. Sound arrives late. Space splits like glass. Tav feels the book of fate missing pages and realizes she is standing where one should be. The power she's been using isn't free. It never was. And with that, the end game clock continues to tick on, and the Sandstormers still stand, but the world is starting to break around them. Where do we find ourselves today? I think we are in round 5. Yes,
100.
round 5. You have one fate fragment left, right, Tav?
Yeah.
That wasn't long.
Just shotgunning them.
Let's see. I'm looking at my sticky notes. Sterling Silver disadvantage on next skills challenge for Biz. Why do they have disadvantage?
Something to do with hitting the
Hitting the
founder or
ball
something,
long.
right?
Oh, founder, yeah.
Oh, they're attacking the founder, I think. No. They're not attacking the founder. Sterling
Yeah,
Silver
I think it might have been from one of the.
This actually probably in a previous round.
I think it was from when we did the temporal thing and it gave us disadvantage.
Oh, so they.
But I think we
they
already
dis-
passed that.
I think we
'cause
passed it already.
I think
Yeah.
Biz did that and I still
Yeah,
passed it.
I think you're right. See how is imposed -2 rule on partly interests. Okay, that's about. So I'm just gonna scrap that. Okay. We are around 5. Current DC is at 20. Actually, I think we're in round. No, we're in round 5. Current DC is at 24. Temporal pressure. Did we chose? Did you guys already choose your next temporal?
I don't
I think we
believe so.
did. I thought we did in the
I
last
think
session.
I think it was. Oh, it's the temporal pressure. It was temporal pressure. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
I rolled a
guys.
5, so yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's some purpose.
So with that, uh, yeah, +1. Always increase if the TM is greater than 0. So DC is increased by 2. Gotcha.
Unless
What?
the momentum tracker is above something and then it's like -2.
If the temporal tracker is greater than or equal to 3, the skill DC decreased by 2. You're right. My bad. I can't read my own fucking.
Hey, it's cool. I graduated high school.
Yeah, I don't mean shit. Not to you. But I'm saying like.
All right, I mean that's fair. I learned how to read at least.
I learned how to cope. Social pressures, though. Okay, so that's where it's okay. Oh, that's right, because we're at +4. Duh. Man, I'm just not looking at everything. Okay. All right, so like we stated previously, we're gonna go into a group clock. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Ox. It is probably a momentous occasion to start off with him first, with the city now under Allied control. Ox, you are actually taking the elevator right now. The crystalline marble, beautiful, just ornate elevator, magical lift, basically. It carries you the scenes of the different levels from the Hall of Belial past Garrison Town and stuff like that, leading away all up to the Crystal Palace. It's a little bit refreshing. A lot of it seems clean. There's just this new energy about it, and it's mostly because you feel it coursing through your body. The solar, the solar's residue or residual, the heart of the city, it's still felt. It still can be seen.
Hmm.
You can hear dissonant voices that sounds like the solar. So it could, once again, could be a residual thing. But to Ox, I would assume it's like, I gotta get used to this.
Got 3 voices now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's right. The whisper, the loud whisper in the wind's like, now we can actually destroy things. Yeah, that's true.
Bonded Blade's like, that's not what we do.
Now you do have this like hub interface as if you're wearing like meta sunglasses. It's sort of 4D, but it's not the full control. You have to be at the throne. It just updates
course.
you on information. Now,
Mhm.
to most people, it's all written in this sort of 3D punch out glyphs, but to you it looks like common. Special boy. As you ascend, there is sort of like, I guess, you can sort of check in on some of the larger sentinels outside the city to gain a sight on the surroundings, and you just happen to do so. You just sort of think about it. It's like, what's over here? And it just takes you to a completely different scene on the other side of the city. From there, you can witness in full view the siege of the once blue, now faded and covered in smoke and grime of the August mansion. And the siege is not going very well. You can see glimpses of this black blob with metal on top, like plunging itself into the heart of the August keep. You can only assume that it has to be the founder. Um, Ox may have also be trying as he's walking into the Crystal Palace, the large dome where the beautiful marble and golden throne rests. Checking to see of scanning, possibly finding Tav underground, but to no avail. The city does not. The city also has limitations in that regard. But as you step forward, you look at the throne. Is there anything that you want to do? Any thoughts that Ox has before he sits on the throne and assumes control?
I guess just as he's walking towards it, he's going to be Rolodexing. Like, I know that the Kyrian is still out there, and that's a problem.
Yes, he's actually
Um,
outside.
I'm going to look through the capabilities of this city. Is there anything that can be used to purge the evil from that thing's soul?
Well, purging from the soul, there's nothing directly where it can just target and take their soul. It doesn't look like it. But probing through what it's capable of, you can unleash the Guardians. You can use the Gaze of Palor, which there is a meter that it's like there's a little sort of dial of a sun in the corner of
Mm-hmm.
your HUD that I guess represents the Gaze of Palor. It's currently 1/4 glowing. At first you don't know what that means, but then when you're thinking about it, the city sort of tells you the answer, and you
Mm-hmm.
sort of slowly understand. It goes in it the glowing sun glows in 4 different quadrants, 4 quarters, and every quarter means that it's low on energy, and when it hits the fourth light or the fourth part of it, quarter is glowing, it means it has just enough to fire one before you have to uh well, until the sun comes back.
Gotcha. You're
Um,
okay. Here we are.
what does it say? Yeah. So it's at fourth power. You have one shot before sun sets because the sun's setting. So, yeah,
Oh man, I fired off way too many shots earlier.
sure.
Shot.
But that is not the one thing. There is obviously a lot of chat. There's a lot of markers, red alerts going on. It could be in the form of flashing strobe lights or like an incessant voice telling you that there's trouble. Whatever the case, it points you at the direction of near the smoking ruins of the Fortune Hall. And there you see like little red squares pinging individual enemies. It looks like just a horde of zombies coming out of this crater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until suddenly the 2 to 3, the 5 little pings becomes 20, 30, 40, 2,000, 3,000.
Hmm.
4,000. And then you see larger pings to symbolize larger creatures from 1 to 5 to 7 to 12 to 50. And it's only through the multiple pings does Ox. What's Ox's passive insight? Must be at least a 12, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I would hope so.
Oh, his passive insight is
Yeah.
11.
Okay, that's still acceptable. So, even with that insight, Ox has to maybe assume that whatever is down there could be the lair of where Tav is, or the necropolis, which is still a threat. Since a majority of the siege is being undertaken by the undead summons from the necropolis. But I think I did mention last time that there were enemies flying out towards the city.
Yeah, there was I don't remember that, but maybe.
Remember that? Okay.
But it
let me
has
actually
been like 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. I'm gonna go actually check real quick. Maybe if I had a note.
I know
Yeah.
that the city, the previous Solar couldn't do it, but since I have a connection with both the city and them, can I establish a telepathic connection
To
to Tav and Biz?
unfortunately, it still has to be with a member of the Sid Invicta.
Son of a bitch.
You could, I will say that you could megaphone from the city. Hey, I did it!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Oh,
you
wow.
can, yeah, you can like megaphone from the city.
Tav, Biz, it's me. I'm in control.
Okay. Yeah. So there are a lot coming. And as you, what are you doing? Sorry. What is Ox doing as he walks to the throne?
What the
So
fuck
as
is
I'm
he
walking to the
doing?
throne, I'm Rolodexing about the abilities of the city, trying to figure out. I'm taking in the information about
Yeah.
these undead just swelling ranks from this area right here. I can only assume that if Tav was there, as brilliant of a tactician and murder hobo as she is, he would be dead because that is at least one too many zombies.
Yeah.
So I assume that that's probably the necropolis. Um, And I feel like the best option to try to give the city a fighting chance is to destroy the necropolis. But at the same time, I also need to make sure that I send out my folks. So, um, I guess I got one shot left. This would probably be the best place to aim it. I'm going to move the city to where it can fire on what I assume is the necropolis. And I'm going to use a combination of connecting to all of the things loyal to this city, as well as the megaphone itself, to communicate a new guard. Like the custodian is here to light the pyre,
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh god.
and I
Everyone
go,
just
I go, um, if you're an enemy to me and mine, now is the time to surrender. And I'm going to use the telepathy to communicate to host of the Guardians to go assist at the August Mansion, and have one at least be an envoy for me between me and Biz.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send some others to where I assume Tav is headed, because Tav knew where I had seen
Tab tell you where she was heading?
well, she was headed for Perundus's lair. That's
Right,
what their whole thing was. So
right,
I'm going to
but do
send
you
them
know
to
Perun
where
there?
I remember where I'm sending them to where the vats were. I figured that's the best bet for them to meet up with Tab underground.
Okay, so they're gonna go look for vats in the catacombs.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them where it's at, where I found them.
Oh, you were down there too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay, so you said a majority of defenders or guardians, I should say.
yeah, I send a host to each one.
Oh, you're sending an even amount to each one.
Yes.
Okay, and are you having any of them defend?
Yes.
So I'll give you a
I'm-
number. I'll give you a
yes,
number of
thank
how many
you.
defenders you have in your show. You have 103 at your command that are left functioning.
Perfect.
The ones that can leave the city. But they can only leave the city within a range of what is it? 1,000 feet. So
Well, that's not going to help.
Under
That's not going to
under
help
a mile.
anybody.
Under a mile. Which you can gain proximity with. No. With either no. You have to choose either one.
Well, the
Or you would have to
angels.
go. You would have to go just.
Are there any of the angels that are left that aren't like turned evil?
There are no angels left that are allies. They're either dead or they returned evil. Or
Hmm.
they've been sent back. Yeah, that includes Joan. Many of the Archons are gone now. Only one really left is a controlled Gabriel, who does have a couple of Archons at his disposal. And he is pestering your outer defenses. He hasn't done anything crazy yet, but he is elusive.
At that point, I'll be like, we don't have time for distractions. Kill him.
Okay, so what are you doing? You have 103 defenders.
Yes. So if I can maneuver, like I can't do it yet because I'm pretty sure the direction that I'm heading to take out this necropolis is the opposite direction of where Tav and Biz are.
I think it's in the general direction of Tab.
Okay,
Biz,
cool.
definitely you're moving away from the Og's Mansion.
Shit. Hmm.
As you're contemplating in the moments, right, in
Yeah.
the milliseconds, I will say that the horde of undead that are popping out is still flowing, but zooming out at the head, zooming out, leading 3 zombie dragons atop another blue zombie dragon is Malkarois. You see that he has his black scepter out, and it is glowing this bright purple hue beacon, and behind it is storming with flames of fire and fury are 5 demi-liches soaring alongside him. And with it, your sensors all across the board on the City of Illumination feeds of a like apocalyptic level threat approaching from that area, and most
All
likely
right.
Malkarois.
Perfect. In that case, I just-
You see that besides undead from that crater or from that area where the Fortune Hall is, a legion of wraiths and ghostly apparitions begins to pour like a flood into the city streets.
always the wraith ones.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, I just yell. I'm gonna use the beacon. I'm like, it's time to take out the zombies. I hope you guys are okay where you are. I'll be there soon. And I literally like I don't know if I can aim the direction of this megaphone, but I'm gonna shove it right towards Malkarois, and she'll be like, "It's time to go, buddy."
I think it's like a large. I think it's like all over.
Okay,
It
cool.
could be like several large. You know what I mean? It could be that.
Okay.
But regardless, it is super loud within like 500 feet.
Perfect.
If
Then
not 1,000 feet.
then what I'm gonna do is that's obviously potentially where the necropolis is. I'm gonna save the big beam blast for that, which is what I want to do. But I am gonna have the host target those liches and the dragon, the
So you're
big
gonna
powerful ones.
You're gonna unleash
Yes.
all your defenders on Malkarois.
Half of them because I still need some people to defend.
Okay. Half target Malkarois. Okay.
And then I'm gonna head that direction, and I'm gonna get that beam ready to explode the if I can see it, if I can see the source of power.
Yeah, your senses are it sort of looks like a thermal optic. You can like switch to that filter,
Mhm.
and it just shows you this necrotic residual that's flowing from the below the fortune hall.
Okay.
So
Definitely a seed of evil power. So
yes,
perfect.
100%. Now I will say, as you unleash and the city booms and begins to move, the angelic force sent out begins to engage. They fly and shoot their golden arrows that look like sun lances as they are fired from. But coming from one of the flanks is Gavriel and two sword archons that have been corrupted. And so a massive battle is ensuing outside the city,
Mhm.
fighting on top. You can even see like Gabrielle and even sometimes Malcroy's fighting above you and stuff like that. Some people, some of them try one of the dragons tried to crash into the Crystal Palace and try to break in, but it's almost impenetrable to most evil creatures.
Mhm.
Um, but I will say that one of the dragons that crashes into near the Crystal Palace tries to get in, but when Gabriel approaches nearby, you can see that the dragon is allowed some entry.
I send the other host to kill Gabriel.
Okay. And then rest kill Gabriel. So I need you're boasting and you're ordering, so you're gonna be making, I'm assuming, some sort of intimidation, persuasion, or what's your skill?
Let's see. Skill wise, I am going to use. Have I used it? I've already used intimidation, so I can't use that. Uh, hmm. Well, the unfortunate side effect is I cannot pass with any of my other skills. So, outside of using survival or perception, there is nothing I can do to pass.
Mm,
Unless I can, because I already know
no,
that
no, no.
the.
Remember, it's not
Right.
about yeah.
Right. Yeah. So basically, I have the host kind of split. Like I see from the thing that if Gavriel's near this thing, somehow it's still letting them in. So
Yeah.
Gavriel needs to be destroyed. So I'm
Yeah.
attacking on two fronts with a large host of defenders.
Yeah. Sure.
Um, and so I guess, yeah. Um,
No, so real quick, I will just go ahead and you can use just the skills again. Let's just say you can't use the same skill consecutively. How about that?
okay.
How about that? Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're getting to the points where like okay, well we can't really go this to a structure. It really is based on reactionary. So
Yep.
all skills are available. Just can't use the same skill consecutively in a row.
Perfect. All right. In that case, then absolutely.
Intimidation.
I'm gonna use intimidation. Just gotta
Okay.
find my. Where the
You're
hell?
intimidating to ensure that the enemies are weakened to a point, and
Yeah.
hopefully you get one of them or some of them.
Yeah. It's a tactic of
Yeah.
leveraging my force
Yeah.
as through intimidation and taking them off balance as
Yeah.
they are overwhelmed by a large swath.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now, intimidation, I believe. Oh, I'm not raging. Never mind. So I can't get I can't get the other one. All right. That is 20. Let's see this. 16, 17, 18. That is a 24.
Or you just pass.
Oh shit.
Now it is a direct command, and it resonates with every remaining guardian that is available to leave and fly out to engage the enemies of the City of Illumination. The first, obviously, to make contact is Malcoroy's and his demi-liches. Demi-liches are incredibly powerful liches who are basically beyond lichdom.
Hmm.
They resonate a peculiar purple hue of power, and the city identifies a faint trail linking these demi-liches flying towards the city and around the city now at this point to that same familiar purple hue that is sort of smoking or giving off that energy from there, signifying that there is a link to these demi-liches. Makes
Hmm.
sense. They are powerful necromantic creatures or entities. Now, as soon as your angels, the first wave that are sent to engage the Demoliches and Malcroys, move in, the overwhelming firepower from 5 Demoliches, 3 zombie dragons, and an Archlich is apparent. They cut through. I'm actually going to roll for casualties.
Oh no, not casualties.
Oh no.
And then, I forgot to roll modifier. So you pass. Oh, it's a flat roll since you passed. So it's 15. The Demoliches unleash powerful necrotic and destructive energy, negative energy attacks, dealing 28 destroyed guardians in the first initial volley. And as soon as they clash in the skies, flying around and below the hovering City of Illumination, Gabriel arrives on one of the flanks with the 2 sword archons and devastates a further 10. However, you unleash your reserves to counter Gabriel, thinking that even though Gabriel is control, he's still a powerful celestial, a celestial child of Coriel, who is the de facto owner, quote unquote, of the city, which makes it very, very threatening. Thankfully, though, with that measure, you counter Gabriel to push him away from supporting the Necromancer. The Necromancer and the Demoliches are stalled for the moment, and not to mention there are outer defenses of your City of Illumination that are peppering them.
Mhm.
But Gabriel being pushed away is only a temporary solution, as the Guardians cannot do damage to Gabriel. They do radiant, and he is immune to radiant damage.
All right. Well, I know what I need to do.
Yeah, as you push forward, you blunt the enemy's counterattack led by Malcroys, at least an aerial attack on the city. However, you look below and you see that the undead is going to swarm in its probably largest wave on the Aga's mansion this entire battle. But thankfully, though, you've drawn the biggest and nastiest creatures away from the city, hoping that will give Biz some time to either prepare for this final wave of enemies, or hopefully he's already defeated the founder and escaped by now with the people. You don't really know for certain. And hopefully Tav is safe as well. So with that tracker, the better outcome stays at 10. However, the city does still go up by 1, as the undead are surging forward. So we move on to Biz or Tav. Which one want to go first or next?
I'll take it.
1 second. 1 second.
What a double entendre there. We're all hitting F in the B.
We'll be fine.
It's fine.
That's what my
Everything's
parents
fine.
said, and then I ended up in another world.
It's fine.
Sandstormers always find a way. It's fine.
That's half the phrase. The other half is to make things worse.
Ah, I
So-
can die anyway.
First for the enemy.
So Biz, where are you at right now currently? You are somewhere in and around the rubbles where the founder is causing chaos. Sterling and Silver are nearby, probably calling out to you. Wait, no, they're not there. No, they are there. Barthelmic is there as well. And I think he just stripped you of all your stuff because you're still paralyzed.
I don't believe I'm paralyzed anymore. I believe
Nice.
I have him grabbed in my big
You have
hand.
him grabbed in Big B's hand, not the founder.
I think I also grabbed him. I think he's too big for me, like physically, like keep him restrained.
I think you've held him down for now. But you do have Father Telmic too.
Yeah, because I have both Biz and Biz 2 cast it.
I forgot
Oh,
you have
yeah.
Simulacrum number 3. That's right. Simulacrum number 3.
Or
is
Biz
here.
3, you're right.
Yeah.
Biz 812.
Biz Sim 3. Sterling, Silver. Okay. Bigby's hand. Sorry, Biz's hand. Founder. Talmec nearby. And you have none of your gear on you. Well, just your backpack and anything that was on your person physically. So if you have like, notice I'm stripping them.
He took it and threw it off to the side, I think.
Yeah, so you can go grab it. All right. So, where are you at? What are you doing? As you're holding, or as you just commanded Bigby's hand? Is there two Bigby hand, or is it just one?
It's just two of them.
Just
One's
two of them.
grabbing the founder,
right.
one's grabbing Telemac.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Really.
Yeah, just describe what you're doing right now. Or what's going on?
Biz is going to, as Telemac is restrained, he's gonna run over and try to grab his things, and
Okay.
he's going to rummage through his stuff to try to find the silver dust he has.
Okay.
And he's going to take that, and for my skill challenge, I want to try to disable the founder's abilities a bit by casting Mental Vortex using the silver dust.
Okay. And your plan?
I'm going to try to like use the silver dust, make so he can't cast spells, and then I'm gonna have the hand like holding him down so he can't like, try to like grab anyone or anything.
So when you say
then-
can't cast spells, what do you mean by that?
Mental Vortex, if it's successful, makes it so the next spell it casts fails.
Mhm.
Just automatically.
Automatic goes. Okay.
So he's gonna like basically just try to like hold it down, stop him casting spells, and then while he's down, have like Biz 2 or Biz 3, and like if I think is Jace with us?
Jace, Elder Kia, Barkita, and Ismati are, but they're on the outer periphery of the walls. You are in the inner keep. So you're inside the mansion, the keep, the courtyard, they're outside on the walls. I would say, I mean, they're probably at least 100, 120, 100, 150 feet away from you, but not anywhere close.
Anyone who could take a like quick attack against the founder, I'd want to do it while he's like, if I'm able to hold him down.
I mean, Biz, Sterling, and
Probably
Silver.
Sterling and Silver, like the big ones, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my plan though.
Yeah. All right. So what is other Bigsby? What is other
The one
Assuming
holding
I can
Telemach's
do-
just gonna try to keep holding
Okay.
Telemach, and
Awesome.
the one holding the founder's gonna keep trying to hold it down.
Sure. So as you're about to cast your spell, and Sterling and Silver get into position as they see you, just make a simple head gesture, and they both automatically know what to do. You guys have been working forever, right? So you just know the subtle cues of what to do and what and expectations. But at that moment, Father Talmec will Misty Step from Bigby's hand, and the founder will not cast a spell. He will go ahead and he will unleash a domination on Warforged, on you three specifically. It's not a spell. It is unfortunately, it is a monster ability that directly affects Warforges and Clockworks or constructs and Warforged. You will unfortunately have to be making a Wisdom saving throw, DC 24. As the founder will go ahead and try to get you all under the fold once more.
I cannot physically pass that as the
You have Sterling and Silver. So if Sterling and Silver see that you are the best hope, they can offer to not sacrifice, but like put themselves in harm's way, if or whatever other narrative you can draw from to do that. And this is not just for Biz, it's for also Biz Simulacrum 3, to gain a +2. Biz Simulacrum 3 could be sacrificed or something to give you a +2. There are options, so we could quickly go over some to give you some stuff like that. Also, there is the time you barely notice it because you're so focused on this battle ahead. The founder, above you, this dark sphere of evil, sort of shadows over you. But there is fractures of space and time going around, and you can only imagine it's because of crazy wonky time thing that Tav has with her weapon. Because Jace, though Jace is also reckless, definitely doesn't seem to be part of Jace's repertoire. Not to mention, he actually took a Elder's Beam too, so he's actually full.
It's definitely not Jake either.
It's not
He's from
Jace.
State Farm.
It's Jace from Farm State. So you could call on Jace too or something. Like, Jace, people, we need help here. Can you abandon the walls or whatever? There are some options. So if you want, you can gain some modifiers, but they would just be detrimental to your allies. What else would there be? You cast a Bigsby hand. That could be an advantage, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you try to punch it and poke its eyes around. I mean,
Okay.
maybe both you and Biz, instead of, since without telling Misty stepped out of there, said, you know what, we need to do something about this. So they'll just close both hands on it, something like that. Would you like to
Yeah.
do any one of those? Some of those? You want to sacrifice all three of them? Do all three of them?
I'm a big fan of sacrifice.
What are you thinking?
I will have, I'll try to get advantage with the Bigsby's hand, and I have a feeling Sterling's going under, so I think I'll have Sterling take a blow here to help me get +2. Same with Simulacrum and Biz.
You're gonna
Okay.
put both of them in harm's way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Simulacrum Biz is not long this world anyways.
Okay. I will say that Simulacrum Biz will give you Simulacrum Biz will give you advantage, and then you get a +2 from Sterling. What do you say to Sterling? How does it go down? You order Biz Simulacrum 3, and he understands that perfectly. What about Sterling?
Biz will look at Sterling.
If you're my friend, you'll do this.
Come on, Clockmetheus.
I think it's almost just Sterling sees the effect happening and knows like it's kind of over if Biz gets caught in it. I think Sterling just almost kind of like throws himself in front of Biz.
Yeah, I can see it. I see it. He doesn't want his friend who's already gone through it, doesn't want to see it go through it again.
Yeah. So I think it's almost it's not even Biz ordering him, it's just Sterling
It
taking
is
the
Sterling.
initiative
Yeah,
himself.
100%. No, 100%. It's just business game, the modifier. Okay. And what is how it looks like is you can see visible frequency waves resonate from the founder as he begins to order and compel, dominate those into obedience. Talumech and nearby Warforge are unaffected since they're already fully controlled and indoctrinated by the founder. But you, Biz, or you, Sterling, or sorry, you, Biz, Silver, and Simulacrum Biz 3 obviously are fresh. For Sterling and Silver, it is a lot easier for them to be susceptible to it. It is already a familiar call. They're already partially part of the founder. And so for Sterling to step in the way, even though he will definitely most likely succumb to it, what does Sterling say or look at Biz before it happens?
I think Sterling just goes, finish this for me, won't you?
Very apt.
And jumps in the way.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and make this roll. DC is 22 for advantage.
22 with advantage plus.
It's 24. I already minus the -2. So +2, sorry.
Oh,
It's +2 to your roll. That's right. With advantage.
Am I getting +2 from my Simulacrum or my?
You're getting advantage from Simulacrum. You're getting +2 from Sterling. Would you like another +2?
Kind of.
You
It's
have
only
an-
+3.
You have another friend.
Not for long, you don't.
Or
Um,
or you can also, well, yeah, we do that.
High stakes bingo, brother.
Because unfortunately, no one else can cast Biggie's hand or do anything else to help. Well, unless you want to sacrifice Simulacrum 3 instead of Silver and have Silver do something crazy that would help give the advantage. It's up to you, man. I'm not trying to take people away, but I'm letting you have the authority and how it goes down.
could I can I sacrifice like an item I have to get a
Mhm.
+2 or something? No?
What are you thinking?
I have a ring of protection which is giving me a +1, but like to all my things right now.
Oh, I see. You want it to affect
It's like what if it could give me like a bigger boost to this and then like break or something.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting take. You are clockwork. You know, clockwork warhorse.
Sorcerer. Meta magic.
Ring of protection. You want it to give you a bigger boom, but you want it to be at a big cost. I will
Yeah.
say that you can gain like a +5 to it, but it would basically nullify for the rest of the campaign.
Hell
I'll take
yeah.
that.
I will say that it'll give you a +5. Let's say that you just channel clockwork magic into it. You give a directive and you give it a goal. You give it a time frame. Let's see. So I'll say you get +3 to all skills checks. Is the ring of protection skills and saves? I don't remember.
It's +1 to armor class and saving throws.
Oh, even better. So let's go ahead and make that a legendary then and make that +3. So you can boost it to +3 to make it a legendary. And I will say, hmm, yeah, I will say it will have, because I'm trying to think, it would make more logical sense for you to have that ability right now in a short amount of time, as opposed to having you have that ability for the rest of the campaign in that technical sense. I wanted to sort of make sense. Like, would it be really, really beneficial for you to have this +3 for the rest of the campaign? Yes.
Harnessing the temporal magic.
Honestly, let's do that. Let's keep it. You get a +3 for a remainder of the campaign. The ring will be destroyed at the end of it. However, it will greatly affect the temporal momentum. I will say that because of your desperation, you see this thing around you, these time wounds, these scars, and you don't like reach out to her personally. It's just your psyche. You really, really, really need this to work. You really want to survive with your friends, and you've maybe like I said, out of desperation or just randomly you call and try to resonate some of your magic towards these time fractures like happening, these little ripples. And let's just say that it does work. I think that Biz is smart enough to understand that this is only temporary and that it has resounding consequences. But I think Biz is desperate enough to make such a choice, right? Is that a correct assumption?
I think so. I think
Okay.
that's right.
Okay. So Biz will go ahead and fuck with time then.
And now another
So
one of Ox's friends escaped.
Yay.
Now, I will say, when you are specifically using the ring for saves and to like dodge attacks, that will affect the temporal momentum.
so what'd you say? I'm sorry. I didn't know if he's talking to me.
Oh, sorry. When you specifically use the ring, fuck, I lost my train of thought. When you specifically use the ring, for saves and to like dodge attacks or whatever, that will affect the temporal momentum that Tav's doing. Not to mention every time you use whatever she rolls, that affects the temporal momentum too. It's not always supposed to be something, but I get it. Everyone's desperate. So +3 remainder campaign. Then breaks. +3 to same. See increases. Actually, affects T. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Sounds good to me. So +2 from Sterling going in there and sort of sacrificing. He's trying to take the brunt of it. Advantage and +3, so +5 and advantage.
That's 5 total.
Okay.
Still very, very close.
Do this, buddy.
I mean,
You can beat this.
what
Um,
skill are you using? What skill are you choosing? Actually, what skill are you choosing?
I thought he had to make a save.
Oh, this is the save.
Just for the
Yeah.
save,
Oh, and this is not DC 24 then. It is DC 21. Or sorry,
Okay,
it's not.
then-
Yeah, it's DC 20. Actually, what is the save on this? It's DC 22.
Oh,
So
no.
-2. Yeah, so well, sorry, +2. You know, -2. How about -2? You know, -2 sounds a lot better. So it'd be DC 20 with Sterling.
these ones, so then plus,
+3 with advantage.
okay. I don't have my dice. I don't know where they are right now, so I'm just gonna roll on roll 20.
All right, let's do this.
Well, you
Well-
messed up already.
I know, but I think
messed
they're in
up.
my bag somewhere.
Uh-oh. Mine are in my several bags of Crown Royals.
Yeah, they're somewhere else. I'll have to
Where's
find
my-
them in a second.
where's
I'll
my
find them when Tab's doing her
I
turn.
have one of my Crown Royal bag right here.
2d20
bitch.
plus 3. Okay.
Oh, look at John's stupid, dumb big dice.
Hey, that's the best dice.
Dice roll's terrible.
Wait.
Oh,
Fucking
that's
rolls
not
so
an
bad.
advantage.
that's not
It
good.
rolls either
Bad.
really good or
Bad.
really bad.
No, not for me. It always rolls fucking terrible. It's either 2,
Look-
3, or fucking 1 every time.
Look, that's
Shit,
because of all the
dice.
massive shit you talk.
That's true. That's fair. I'll take that.
I don't have a way of rerolling that.
To say, unfortunately, no.
Well, should I also be rolling? Oh,
Oh,
it's
I forgot. Leon and his pirates are in the bay. They've always had the ability to offer you fire support.
Hell yeah.
I forgot about them. So, would you like to call upon them? Good, please, one last shot.
please.
Fire on my position, fire on my position. Leon.
Shoot, now.
So there's an option too. So that would be another +2 to your roll.
That doesn't help.
Not, unfortunately, I rolled 12 plus 3, so I'm at 15. I would need another +5 to get there.
You rolled at advantage too.
That's with advantage. I rolled kind of shit and roll 20.
Okay, well now we're getting to the fun part. Tav, you are not of your body anymore, unfortunately, but your mind is still there. You can see what is happening. Time is fracturing. It is it is becoming chaotic.
Yay.
And because of what is happening, you throughout your running, you're fighting, you see glimpses of what's going on with the others. You see Ox flying through the halls of Belial, getting chased by a 30-meter tall statue. You see Biz fighting in the city, taking down Menace, and then he's in the city again. Actually, he's in the Ox mansion, about to be summoned or about to be taken over. And you're like, oh fuck, that's it sucks for him. And then suddenly Roman just left, but Roman could call out. I feel like because of the connection of the temporal momentum, it's supposed to connect you, Tav, with the rest of the three, and it's supposed to help you all three connect. And so in that moment of desperation, calling upon aid, you see Biz call out for help, and Ox in your throne, because even now, you obviously don't recognize it either, but the sensors also tell you temporal dissonance. You have
Like-
no clue what that means in the top corner of your HUD, but it says temporal dissonance imminent.
The Ox looks at it and goes, man, they really prepared for everything.
Yeah, it's just a sensor. That's not. There's no countermeasures to that. It's just telling you
Oh, cool.
so that you can leave.
Oh, we should leave.
So Biz, you in that desperate motion, you call it the Gleon 2, get that +2, sure. Rains down bombardments, but the founder, huge, massive. It just takes it. It's like a scene from Godzilla and they're launching Patriot missiles at it and it's just doing nothing. That's what it's doing. But you can see Tav. She's running, but she's also not of herself. She's smiling, really big smiling. Maybe she's in a good mood. Who knows? Realistically, you can't see truly what's going on. Time is blending with all three of you because of the amount of temporal momentum you've been using. You can call out to Tav and ask for help too. And if you do so, you can reroll that. But it increases
Hell yeah.
a lot of things.
Let's ruin this world.
Yeah, let's kill it.
Tav, I don't know why you're so happy right now, but I really need some help.
Please.
You got it, buddy.
Please.
You got it, buddy.
So, as you call out for help, temporal or supernal clarity hums, and Tav, your body stops as your body picks it up, and Vixero, who's right next to you, looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Nothing.
You don't have to be honest, do you, when you're dominated? Oh, but she
I
can
don't
tell
know.
you. She could ask you. You have to say it. So she's gonna ask you, "What are you doing right
Your
now?"
mom.
But you're right, though. You don't know what you're doing. So when you say that, she just gets frustrated. And supernal clarity sort of just shifts and then bisects and then returns back to its form. Like it becomes four-dimensional for a moment and then returns back. Well, technically.
How did I see all those dimensions?
Um, and with that, time slows and you can sort of see the purple wave about to hit you, Biz. Go ahead and make that reroll.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
Okay. I
Should have
don't
got
have
your
my
dice.
I was looking for them. I don't know where they are.
Well, I guess that's fate, isn't it?
So roll 20 better pick up slack. I don't know. All right. It's now +5 because the Cleon.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Thirsty Pirates.
Thank you, Thirsty Pirates.
Oh,
I hate roll 20.
Roll on D&D Beyond. Is it even better? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably
But-
worse, if that's even possible.
What? D&D Beyond just rolled a 17. I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Reach out to me for help.
That's what I was
I think-
thinking. Because how could Ox offer help to give him a reroll?
Bathe him in holy light.
How many people could Biz
Fucking shield him.
get help?
Gotcha. He effectively blinded you. You're at normal roll. But you have a reroll.
But it's like I imagine like if he reaches out to me through the temporal thing, it's like it's a variant reality, right? That we're all like toying with.
sure.
So
Yeah,
reaches
yeah,
out
yeah.
to like the better choices that Ox would have made and goes,
That's
I'm gonna go ahead
true.
and steal that.
That's true. Yeah, however Biz and Ox, because I would assume both would see it differently in how you're affecting time. Maybe, yeah, you just call on for Ox, like, Ox, no, I need your help now, or something like that. And Ox is just like, what? Okay, buddy. Whatever this does. It's it's different, but still similar. So yeah, it's just gonna increase the destabilization further, and I'm okay with it.
Hell yes!
So would you like to call on Ox through the
Go
time
on, Ox, and
ripples?
take that 17,
Great.
buddy.
How are you feeling, guys?
Let's break the fucking
Pretty
world to
fucking
save
good
each
right
other.
now, man.
Look,
We're fucking speeding
At
through
the
this.
end of this, you still have wish.
I think that will only make things worse.
So right now, the last roll you had does increase the sacrifice die 2, but it does drop the better outcome by 1.
So
This is awesome.
I just don't trust my roll on DP. I think it's gonna give me another good roll. It's gonna give me shit.
Oh, we'll take your 17. Oh, is
Really?
that the max? Yeah. Is that like base without adding modifiers or no?
That's without adding modifiers.
Okay, so then that would
So
be a
it would
21.
pass if I
You
had
pass?
it. It'd be
Yeah, I mean you
22.
re-roll it, yeah. So we can take that. It's always fine.
Come on,
You
man.
guys cool with that?
Yay!
All right.
This world is F.
All right, so better outcome goes down to 9. City Miscellaneous Sacrifice goes up to 2. Sorry. Goes up to 3. And then Temporal Momentum Tracker drops down to 2. But as it's used, and I'll let you describe how it negates and how you pass in a minute, Biz. But when you all three are connected to this time ripple, you can all sort of see glimpses of possible futures. And for right now, the shared future is you all are alive. Most of the city is alive. City's a wreck, but Prunus is defeated. Now it's starting to show more people gone. That includes Sterling. That includes Silver in Biz's visions. In Tav, more for people, which also includes Coralox, is now seen in that future not being there. And for Ox,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Perfect.
Somewhat, I'm sure.
it shows a future where you are alone in the city, surrounded by darkness.
I mean, that tracks.
It's an outcome that you can't see because the city is. You and the city are on a parallel timeline, I guess you could say. And so you could easily divert as opposed to the other two. So that's why yours looks a lot different and more abstract. But regardless, all three of you have a shared vision of what is to come, and that is to unite once again, hopefully, and maybe finally defeating Prunus once and for all. But that is now starting to look a little bit different with you drawing onto a power. It is a power that can be drawn to, but obviously there is consequences. Consequences that all of you, I think, have realized and decided that can be managed. Can be
much like mischief. It will be managed.
We will deal with it later.
I actually have one of those authentic Marauders maps. Oh, Harry Potter. Anyways, yes, with that is another success though. But and I will say physically around the world, actually you can see that there on your sensors it gives you it gives you a highlights of some of the features, and you can see some of them just turn off or don't exist as if they were erased. For you, Tav, as you're running around, Vixara is looking around, like, wait, what's going on here? How come things are changing and I don't understand it? And then for you, Biz, it could be a rewind, or a rewind to before the founder even attacked you, or visions of Sterling or Silver dying in your arms, or something traumatic. The amounts of potential futures is beginning to unravel in front of all of you, in each of your situations. All right, we move to Tav. Tav, you are currently under the control, unfortunately, for now, of Vixara. But the rest of your party, the rest of your comrades are up ahead, hopefully far up ahead. And you did tell them, if I remember correctly, what to look out for in terms of Dalphin's signs.
Yeah.
So in that moment, Victoria tells you to go back to your party, find them, and lead them back to her. And as you continue on, the spell begins to fade. So go ahead and quickly make a. Oh wait, no, it's dominate person, so you have to be attacked or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's attacked.
Yeah. So you are eventually told to go back and to find them and lead them back to Vixara. As you do so, supernal clarity is humming and glowing very brightly. For you, it's a signifier that danger. This is not right. This is not correct. But you don't think the rest of your comrades will understand that. You find your comrades huddled around an alcove, talking amongst themselves in hushed whispers about where to go next and where Tav is, or where you are until you finally show up around the corner. Coralox is the first to hug you, and at first you sort of feel your hand reach for Spur Clarity, about to just swipe her neck, but you don't make that obviously because you weren't directed to kill her. You were directed to lead her back to Vixara. So, with that, you are compelled to lie or manipulate your comrades who all look to you as their leader. How do you persuade, intimidate, or coerce your party to go back or go to Vixara?
Hey guys, I found the path. It's actually this way. Come on, let's go.
It's like second naked nature for her at this point.
Coralax would be like, but you just came from that way, Tav.
Yeah, but I noticed the sign from the elephant. It's this way. I missed it before, so let's go. Come on.
She is going to make an insight check.
We'll make a deception then. Where is it?
It said you have to
Good.
convince him. She didn't have to say you had to be good at it. Malicious compliance.
Yeah, roll a 14.
Roll a 25 deception.
Jesus
Coralox,
Christ.
Coralox look with you. You can see the eyes of trust, a friend that's tired and weary, but obviously trusting in your judgment. And she says, "Okay, Tev, if this is the way to go, then we'll follow your lead."
Come on.
Everyone looks at everyone
Come
turns to you and looks at
on.
you. Come on this way.
Come on.
So you make your way sort of back. You are intelligent enough to go and take an alternative route, but you are technically leading them back. Who else will do? Commander Germa will speak up and she'll be like, "It seems like we're going backwards, Tab. Are you sure there's a way this way that Dolphin is marked? I saw that there was a marker up ahead. Are you sure there's one this way?"
Yeah, it's probably a shortcut or something.
It's
Okay.
probably.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Braga, the brown draggling wormling of Jumbo, is quite wary of you. Smells something on you. And Jumbo in the back sort of can tell. And he just sort of brings it up with Coralox, and hushed whispers. What's your passive perception?
16.
16. You do catch a little bit of some whispering between Jumbo and Corlock. Specifically, you hear, "Are we sure she is Tav?" And Corlock's just like, "I'm sure it's Tav. It's her. I definitely know it's her." And you just hear whispering in the back until suddenly Tav sort of speaks up and says, "Hey Tav, why is your rapier glowing so brightly?"
Oh, I connected with Biss and Ox and stuff happened, and the world is falling apart, but that stuff happens every time.
That is very true. You see, Jumbo? Jumbo is just like, and then Jumbo will actually confront you. He says, "Look, I don't know what's going on, but Braga senses something different about you. And since we're up against an enemy that can change faces, I have to know. Did you meet with the Queen of Lies?" And Braga's like sniffing all over you. He's sniffing specifically the parts where Vexara did touch you. Shoulders, maybe your waist, your arms, definitely. But definitely your shoulder.
Well, I did spar with her before, but I haven't met her in a while now. We
You can
lost
see
her to
that
them.
you can see half their group. The only ones that, besides Givy, Lorenza, and Coralox, Jumbo, and Commander Germa, get really tense. Givy and Lorenza have the look on their faces, but they're relaxed and they're trusting. Coralox obviously is trusting, but she does also have a look because she's been through it. She's been through the deceptions of this group.
How many times has Coralox died for our sins?
Yeah, so
At least 2.
Coralox looking and says, "Tav, how did you escape Vixar?"
I
Before you can say anything, a an echo from down the hall reverberates from Vixara. And she says, "Oh, you don't need to know the specifics, Coralax, because I'm already here." And she begins to like sprint down the hall towards them. And Jumbo's like, "I fucking knew it!" And Vixara orders you, yelling down the hall, saying, "Seize or kill them all."
Well,
As
we
you
can
pull
start with
out,
Jamba.
as you pull out Supernal Clarity, the rapier is intensifying its four-dimensional makeup. It is now just sort of breaking the reality around. There's this sphere of distortion around Supernal Clarity. And even through the domination, you can sense that time and fate are being pressurized because of what is going on right now. And not to mention, you're like holding the button on a pressure cooker for no reason. And it needs to be let go. As you do so, a flash of memories appear, and this veil, this subtle shadowy veil that's clouding your vision that encompasses the domination of Ixara is beginning to wane. You can use Supernal Clarity to alter your condition at the cost of temporal momentum and obviously at the cost of the clock.
Well done. Well,
I can't say anything. I just did it twice.
Look, I think we can all agree that at the end of the day, this is going to be a dark future.
look, we're used to it, but
a
this time there's
future,
no
a dark
loot.
future that you'll dictate in
I'm-
a direction of your choosing.
I am leaving this world.
That is also a choice that affects this world. Because with you leaving means the City of Illumination leaves.
Probably for the best, honestly.
Some would say yes. Some would agree.
All right, come on, Tav. Let's ruin
Let's-
this world.
Do this.
One of us. One of
Oh,
us.
no.
I want Tav to manipulate time the way she would and how she believes she can. That's natural to her. So when she sees Supernal Clarity in her hand, distorting time and reality in a subtle way, what does she do? How does she just tap into and say, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that this future is different, even if it is still dark and bleak. At least it's something that I influenced of my own volition.
Oh, God. Okay.
Think about all the stuff that Tav has gone through, and maybe even venture into her past a little bit. Give me something of substance.
Oh, God.
Give me substance.
Give me something.
Give the audience substance.
Give them something to talk about.
Give them something to eat over.
Come on,
Oh,
Tav.
God.
Let's cook.
Or overcook.
We're
Ah.
cooked.
Let's just overcook.
Oh, God. As she is consumed by the domination to
Yeah.
attack
Yeah.
Corlox,
Excuse me.
and she gets flashes of when they were together at the orphanage
Oh,
and thinking of the good times
oh, yeah,
when we were just small kids before all of this happened,
yeah.
and thinking, if I do this, she's going to die again, and I will not get her back this time. And instead, she takes the rapier and with the hilt smacks herself in the head to
Come at me.
beat out the domination out of her.
I'll go say if you're willing to sacrifice temporal momentum and the clock, then it will automatically succeed.
Yes.
Awesome. Love it. I love it. At all costs, any costs, temporal momentum drops down by 1 into +1, which is still good. But the better outcome drops down to 8.
We have really got to reverse course on that.
It's fine.
I don't know what the max number for City of Macerna is sacrificed is, but I don't want to find out.
It's not.
fine.
It's terrible. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever written.
Oh God.
And I'm not talking about like grammar. Like it's pretty fucking vile.
I'm gonna go ahead and add in there. The grammar's not great either, but
Let's just say
the rest
that
of
I
it's pretty
have
fucked.
I have an updated map of the marker of Macerna, and it is a marker that just says "Do not go." Do
Oh
not
God.
go. And I will even say vast swaths of the region of Nern Kion is also do not go. It is quarantine. Also, just war and strife.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I mean,
Does.
it's a nice vacation spot for warriors.
Outside, yes. There, not so much. For warriors, it's a vacation spot. It's more like a training. It's like a leadership. It's like a leadership training program.
It's
I think.
it's the new proving grounds.
Oh God. Oh, maybe just in a different way. Anyways,
Yeah, that's all right.
okay. You smack yourself in the face. The bubble of distortion sort of collapses and spreads around like a mist, and it sort of brings back the tension of reality under your control again. And Vixara stops midway, and she's like, "Oh, I see." And you can see that she's actually quite intimidated by that. You turn around, blood streaking down from your nose as you partially broke it. I know you said you catch your chin, but I feel like you would have caught more of your chin.
Like-
Not just your chin. Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, pretty much. Just you're surprised you're still standing, honestly.
You're like, wow.
You turn around with a bloody nose, and the rest of your companions, emboldened by your defiance, are you know turn to face her as well with renewed vigor. And Jumbo, turns to you, or talks in your direction, and says, "Good. I knew you were still in there.
No, you didn't. You just
Fair
guessed.
enough. I was willing to attack you because you were willing to attack me."
Good job. Always do that.
Commander Germa and her two commanders will step forward, and she says, "Tav, I have a duty to the city. Please, let me slow her down. This is why I joined."
Aren't you dead?
No,
Commander Germa? No, not yet.
not yet. Thank you. I had the same thought. I'm like, not yet.
Tab puts her hand on her shoulder, and she just nods her head. She's like, "We need to go."
I like how you keep mixing up Tav and Coralox.
Sorry, Coralox puts a hand on Tab on your shoulder. Sometimes I confuse them, but I know Coralox isn't as blunt as Tab, so as blunt, because she can't be blunt.
Good
They're
luck,
fucking-
Commander.
They're twins. She's like,
They're twins.
"You're gonna need it more than I will, Tab."
Oh,
So as
God.
you run, the labyrinthine is not as complex now. Maybe Vexaro was in charge and her current mental state is out of tune because of what's happening. Regardless, it seems the path has become clear for you. You're not going to ponder on why, but for now you're going to go ahead and accept that fate seems to be pushing you towards where you need to go. And that's enough for you in this moment. So that's another success,
Yay.
technically.
Even though everything
Tav
went up or down in the wrong direction, it's a success.
manipulates. Time to escape domination. Command the Germa sacrificed. You will not be forgotten, whatever your name is.
Commander
What was that, like Gretchen? Ganymede?
Swarma.
Shawarma?
Gatsby?
Pretty sure it was Lanky. Fred?
All right. We return back with we'll start off with Ox again. And Ox, you now arrive over the ruined heap of the Fortune Hall.
Mhm.
The Legion of Wraiths are now making their way towards the Og's Mansion in basically a river of ghostly white. Um, your angelic defenders are continuing to fight, and you are losing a considerable amount as there, not to mention a lot of aerial undead like gargoyles and stuff like that. But you have 3 dragons and 5 demi-liches, which are really putting a beating on your defenses.
Okay.
Um,
So,
and you have Gabriel diverting half of your defenders away from the front lines, realizing that you're sending half to chase after him.
right. So, what I would do in this situation, like my major concern, Gabriel's not a problem as long as he stays away from the fucking city. So, I would pull the garrisons back to defend, seeing on the readout that this ebb and flow of power heading towards the liches is coming from underneath. Um, I would line up the beam, shit the map, and I'm going to destroy everything underneath there. That is what I want to do, if at all possible. Because if I can destroy the source of the power down there, at the very least, it'll cut off whatever weird aura is surrounding them and may weaken them to a point where the defenders may have a better chance. I think that would be um, uh, perception, trying to find the weak point in this based on my readouts to see where the pinpoint accuracy for this blast of the eye of
Sure,
the solar eye fucking just shatter this
sure.
beacon of
You
evil
can
in the ground.
you can dispatch some of your defenders to fly in and use them as vision to go
Uh,
down there into the rubble and go underneath.
yeah. I
Give
mean,
you actual vision
yeah, okay,
where it's
perfect.
at.
And then
So
like I know that I'll probably be sacrificing whoever just goes down there, but yeah,
yeah, maybe I'll say that you send like 3, and probably 1 will get back, which I think is
fair.
enough. It's fair. But I say that when you send them down, and this is before the perception check, um, you get down there. Actually, no, we'll wait for the perception check. You get down there, you take over vision of one of them. You see 3 of them, they fight their way through, undead, wraiths as well, cutting them down because they have radiant weapons. Um, well, they start breaking apart and trying to dig their way under the rubble. Obviously, 2 of them start defending the other one, which you're looking through. Those 2 eventually get defeated. The one that survives defeats those that are nearby and eventually enters into a crevice. In that crevice turns into a sinkhole, and that sinkhole eventually ends about, I would say, 30 to 40. Oh, no, it's actually because the defender gives off a faint light. I will say that as it goes down this large sinkhole underneath the Fortune Hall of Macerna. Because remember, actually, no, you don't remember. Biz 2 saw a bunch of glowing squares, cubes in the basement.
Mhm.
When the Golden Angel goes through that hole, it goes through the basement and it sees those same large white, bluish, glowing cubes that are like the size of like a full room.
Mhm.
But they're not glowing as intently. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're not glowing as intently. You can actually, the angel sees sort of trails of necromantic magic emanating through the sinkhole, this dark abyss. Angel flies deeper. Light illuminating the nearby area, pitch darkness, until eventually it reaches a massive chasm that is partially lit. I'll go ahead and show you guys in Discord what
Oh.
that looks like. Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
What the fuck is going on?
Where did I put that image? And it stumbles across something that you see as even far worse than you imagine.
Oh, cool.
I'll go ahead and post the picture first. And then I'll describe. So within this massive chasm, light emerges, revealing many portions of this necropolis. The distinct feature of this necropolis is actually, do I have a description? I think I have a description.
Oh, things that could have been had we gone there ourselves.
This is very true. This is very true. I don't think I do. I think I erased it. Darn it. So here's the image, then I'll just post it.
I do like that. I remember this was all started accidentally by Narzan.
Down below, you see the necropolis. There are ziggurats that line the outer halls and in and around this rocky chasm. You see what looks like to be large skeletal remains of titans, guys, but they are bones of various monsters and races that have been formed with this amalgamation of what appearance gives off as a titan, a humanoid titan. But you notice that they're the servants, these devils, these cursed demons, as well as cultists that are still down here, crazy enough, or actually skeletal servants, are applying and putting and adding together several of these large titans, probably about 3 to 4 of them. What's crazy is that they're using this plant-like material, wood, moss, moat, with like this dark ichor binding together, and you just instinctively back out, like zoom out from all this, leave, and you scan somewhere else in the periphery. And you look, if you don't remember, there's this massive tree titan that was destroying the city not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
They are using the remnants of that as some sort of byproduct to enhance and give it a physical form. Whatever case, down there, there are 5 of these large glowing black cubes of white necromantic energy. It is fueling, most likely, the undead. The entire necropolis is fueling Malcaroy's necromantic power, and it is now more apparent that this necropolis was specifically built to build an unkillable or infinite army of undead. You don't know much about the magic, but those 5 cubes of power have to be important. However, that doesn't really matter. You have 1 shot left. That shot has to do something. And it all depends on where you're shooting it down there. Are you shooting in the middle of it all? Are you shooting at the Titans? Are you going to shoot it in the largest concentration of those ziggurats?
Okay, I don't know what sort of things this thing can tell me. And I guess this would probably be part of my perception role here is looking through the powers and everything that I'm getting readings, combining that with what I'm seeing through what I saw through this guard. Is there anything down here? This is a problem, and I apologize in advance. Is there anything down here that I see that could noticeably trigger a chain reaction of destruction? Really hoping this thing's not powered by Anzor, but if it is, I feel like that's an important thing that would potentially be the best thing to destroy everything down.
I will tell you it's not part of my
Okay, cool.
Oh.
But you want a chain reaction? Is that what you're looking for?
I'm looking for something that will chain reaction to hit more often than not.
To destroy most of this necropolis. It's
Yeah.
not all of it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. The DC is currently 25, right? But we can add modifiers to that, right? You have angels that have gone down there. That gives you +2.
Okay.
Okay. You have sensors. You have, let's see, the angel itself gives you +2. What else? What else is there? Oh, you have you have Narzan and you have the egg, actually.
That is true. My plan was to send the egg down there afterwards to finish whatever wasn't broken.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
yeah.
you, well, I mean, yeah, that's afterwards though. You could send the egg down there right now, since you have a simulacrum biz in there. who would give you a much more detailed observation.
Mm.
That's up to you if you want to if you want to give up the egg for a moment.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with giving up the egg.
Okay,
Its whole
so
purpose was
you
to
drop
either
the egg
take
down.
this over or give me a choice, and it is no longer necessary for that purpose.
No, yeah, because you chose the third option.
Yep,
I guess
I
the
chose to
first
be a good
option.
guy.
Yeah, you chose the first option in my mind, actually. Self-sacrifice. It'll give you advantage, and you plus. So you have a +2 and advantage with the angels getting to send down there, and then sending Narzan and Biz number 2. Because Biz could maybe identify where it would be best to
Okay.
fire the beam.
Yeah.
Or yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check, and then I need an Arcana check from Biz 2.
You can do it.
I'm gonna be
I
honest. I'm
believe in
glad that I
you.
have advantage. It's that
Yeah.
first one with the 2.
15 from Biz 2.
Gotcha.
19. I got +2. You said to my roll.
+2. Yeah.
All right. So that is a 28
Nice.
Nice.
for perception.
Yep.
So I guess whenever I figure out what's going on, like, and I decide to fire the beam, I'm just gonna scream out of the I'm gonna scream out of the city's sound system. Just go, Royce, suck it! Fire the beam.
So when Biz2 gets out there into the ruins, the egg of Salvation Egg just barrels its way through, punching through the rubble, and then just drops, falls through the chasm, and lands nearby the central keep of the necropolis. I'm automatically standing up. Narzan's like, "Fuck yeah, these are all ours." Wait, isn't he gonna shoot the beam? And Narzan's like, "Yes, we need to make this quick and then find relative safety. I'm pretty sure the egg should save us, but at the same time, we need to find a good spot to hold down. But first, I need to observe." And as with that perception check, Biz believes that the 5 cubes of necromantic energy is actually comprised of pure soul coins. It is a large soul coin. The soul vault. It holds thousands upon thousands of soul coins, each one powering the necromantic powers of Malkorais. He believes that he and Narzan can physically move and throw all of them into a pile,
Hell yeah!
but that will cost them to take the brunt of the damage from the beam. Now, I will say the beam is not at full power. It does have a final blast, but it's not at its full potential. So it's not dealing its maximum 30d20 damage.
Oh gosh.
It's doing a quarter. It's doing only a quarter of that.
What's the? I gotta look up real quick. What's the Mighty Lucos? Let's see what its things
It
are.
it only really suffers force damage, and unfortunately, the city applies force damage.
Oh, I thought it was Radiant.
Nope. It is radiant, fire, and force. It applies all 3 of those damages.
Cool. So the only thing that will affect it out of that is the force damage because it's immune to radiant and fire.
The damage type covers all 3, which means as long as it covers 1, it does the full damage.
Look, I understand, but
I know.
fuck you, Mike.
I know. Trust me, I know. But that's the power you wield. So
that is not good.
What was I doing the math on? It was a quarter of it. So if it does 8 d20 damage. Which I'm gonna do a test roll.
I don't think that's gonna be much.
That's 78.
That's not too bad.
I mean
That's just from the damage itself. We're not talking about the after effect, like the explosions, the necromantic energy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then I'm Narzan wants to be the hero, man. Narzan's not gonna say no.
No, Narzan probably won't say no. I mean,
He'll be like,
Biz
I want a
understands though.
statue. That's all he says.
Just make sure I get a statue for this, Ox.
Aye, guy. I've only recently remembered.
That's so
I miss you,
sad.
Zarnarzan.
That's so sad. So yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, no. This is not the time to say, oh, let's take it easy. No, we need this army gone. So absolutely. Throw them in a pile. Let's nuke. Let's turn this into Nuketown from Fallout 3.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get my room at Tenpenny Tower.
I'm sorry. It's 30d20 plus 100.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, it does flat 100 damage as well.
all right, cool.
But still,
Yeah,
178, not bad.
yeah.
It's just a minor wreck.
I just imagine them like taking the cubes and just knocking them down the hill towards
Yeah,
each other.
they're huge. They're massive. Like if you look at the picture, the Salvation Egg is probably the same, similar in size to one of those cubes. Similar, not
Mhm.
completely. So it will take both hands to throw them. But yeah,
Yeah.
but it will also be doing damage. So, but we'll get to that eventually later.
Yeah.
For right now, how does Narzan and how does the Salvation Egg gather all these? Describe to me, both of you, how both of you are just smash grabbing and throwing him while being attacked and assailed by undead and necromancers alike.
I imagine that
Like it's on all of these are on top of ziggurats, by the way, which are scattered on the peripheries of the necropolis.
we're doing that jump, man. Jumping from one ziggurat to another, throwing it along and like bowling down enemies as they throw them down. Like
Yeah, sure.
they're pins.
Sure, yeah.
I got a 20. You're not able to get that high in bowling.
I can even see like Narzan even like kicking and headbutting them in that location. You know?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, heroes time. We're the heroes. Yeah, that's what heroes do. Yeah,
Because that's what heroes do.
what heroes do, baby. Nars and Biz 2 is like, this end my existence already.
I know I'm expendable.
I've
You're an
already
idiot.
served my purpose, Biz 1 Prime. Please let my suffering end. So yeah, you throw them around, you make a pile, and the undead they realize what you're doing. You can see on your HUD that Malcarois is ordering the dragons to do and Gavriel to do an all-out attack on the city. And because Gavriel's leading the charge, many of the defenders obviously are, deterred from engaging the zombies initially. And so now you have Malcarois, 3 zombie dragons, 5, well, soon to be, and 5 demi-liches at your doorstep in front of the glass palaces. The crash and attack, and Gavriel is just right there. But you move the city above, ready to beam.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? Sorry for me.
So as I get the go ahead from down below,
down below you just see a big
giant thumbs up,
like
and
galaxy, like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy shit.
Yes, I just go, Narzan, your statue will be the greatest of all of them.
You son of a bitch.
I go, and I take that moment and I just go, like as he flashes, like, because this is a moment where he's like, this is the last person that has been on this adventure from what I remember now from the memories, that everyone else is dead. And he's hoping he survives this, and he's sure that he can. But he just looks at me and goes, well, time to fire the laser. And then deal with Horiel's poor choice in servants. And I slam my hand down on the proverbial button as I take aim. I take that extra second to make sure that the power levels are correct as I'm looking through my beam glasses in front of my eyes. I'm just like,
yeah,
click, 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 click. There's no buttons there. I'm just having fun.
yeah.
And then I go, and I just go, hey, Malcarois, eat shit. The beam fires directly onto all of those blocks.
If you guys know what an exterminatus beam looks like from Warhammer 40K, imagine that from like the high atmospheres. Singular beam goes straight into the rubble of the Lucerne. It doesn't just blow it up; it just goes right through it, like a hot beam going through bread, or like a hot knife going through a piece of bread. It just goes right through it, just liquefying the stone and earth and metal around it. As it goes down, uh Narzan's right side, I'm assuming he's left, he's a lefty. He's on the left side. He has his thumb out. He's like, yeah, baby, yeah. Narzan's like, just run, move the leg, damn it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Put the arm down. Hell nah, this is my moment. And you find, you probably go underneath the large colossal titans underneath to hide under there. And as you do, both Narzan and Biz look on and are just blinded. It is, as soon as the end of that beam enters the dark chasm, it blinds everything. And that's sort of the last thing they see before a massive explosion erupts the entire cavern. And from below, you see your beam. It just goes through. It shoots. It holds itself for not even like a second or two, or like not even 5 seconds, and then suddenly just slowly dissipates the energy, and all that's left is just a hole that has been glassed. Like it's just a glass cylindrical hole that was drilled through, and
Oh God.
there is no communication. You have sensors that sense magical beings, magical potencies, and from down below, you don't sense any magic coming out of it. And I will say that the 5 demi-liches that were floating, unleashing fingers of death and destructive waves, just collapse and become inert. As each 5 of those were controlling each of those cubes, those soul prisons. The necropolis is destroyed, and with that, heaps of undead across the city either dissipate or fall into brittle piles of flesh and bones. The zombie dragons that Malcarois has led collapse into flesh mob or flesh pile, like a giant flesh mound. However, the only thing that still stands is Malcarois himself, his own undead dragon, and Gaffriel. And they stand outside. The defenders left out of the city illumination has now dropped down to 5. There are only 5 left, and they appear behind Malcarois and the others, covered in blood and guts, and you look on in your throne, maybe even standing up a little bit, grabbing your axe. Who knows? Or your sword.
I grab both swords and I'm like, well, looks like it's my turn. If they make it up here.
No, they're up top.
Okay.
Already. They flew up here. They were attacking your palace. The palace.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you are now facing confrontation with all that remains. And for Ox, or for Biz, and for Tav, you and your party are fighting through. You make your way to the scrying chambers, which every wall, every room is filled with what looks like to be little snow globes, but each of them holds visions and projections of various places throughout the world. Many of them are places that you've been to. You even see what looks like to be like a camera at your orphanage, your old orphanage.
What the
You
fuck?
even have one for what looks like to be somewhere out in the Cyber Sanctum, where some
Sweet.
warforgers are training. You even have
Okay.
one. No, there's no one on first gate. No, but you see so many of them, and you see the control and influence that Pernus and this cult has, and it's all been happening underneath Masern this entire time.
That fucking bastard.
And yeah, and as you walk past it, fighting undead, the undead just collapse around you, and you notice that something has occurred, something good has occurred. Finally, a win in your favor. And with that, you make haste, as you can still hear Vexara, who is now back on the trail after most likely dispatching Commander Germa and her 2 auxiliaries. Biz, as you're fighting and engaging and repelling, escaping the founder, the undead hordes outside quiet. It is now silence, and you hear nothing but joys and cheers of glory and success by the defenders. You finally get a message, or actually, on the corner of your eye, through the destroyed, ruined mansion, through one of the large gaping cavities caused by the destruction, you see emerging, rushing through, coming to your aid, Jace, leftover defenders, Marquita, Smadia, Elder Kia. Things are changing. Finally. The undead's gone. You can now focus on what's truly at matter. Furnace and the damn founder. So, with that, the trackers. Temporal momentum goes up by 1. The better outcome stays at 8. And the
Well,
city of city of Missouri Sacrifice drops down to 3.
woo!
Yay.
Would have thought destroying a piece of the city would save a piece of the city.
Woo! Third time's the charm, I guess.
Oh, Ox is fixing armor mistakes for once. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Whoa, damn.
But for everyone else, for Tav, when the beam is shot, you feel a slight quake, and for most people, it just feels like a short tremor, nothing to really take. But you feel the resounding effect of like Ox shot that laser, shot that beam. Things are changing, and for you, Biz, it is blinding. Even on the surface, it is like a solar flare has taken up the entire skies as it just encapsulates you in this blinding white light from the beam. And then it turns back, and the founder does not show any really emotion, but you can see its behavior. It is becoming more defensive, conservative. Its large undead force that was supporting its attack is gone. It is exposed, and not much of his warforged remains. So, let's go next. Biz or Tav?
Keep it. I can keep going.
Oh yeah.
What?
Let's do it.
Biz. The founder has called upon a weakened but still viable menace who returns in a storm of lightning from above. Talamek misty steps to the founder's side and begins using his key points to actually heal and mend some fallen Warforge. Sterling is on the ground until suddenly he rises up, picks up his rifle, and slowly just gives you a half turn towards you. You realize that he's no longer an ally again. Silver is at your side, and like I said, behind you, about 30, 40 feet, running towards you is the rest of your allies, and what's left of the defenders of Bog's Mansion.
I think Biz is gonna just. I think is Biz 3 still around, or did he die from helping me?
Abyss 3 left.
Okay,
Abyss 3 still around because you sacrificed Sterling, technically.
okay. So I think Biz looks over at Biz 3, says kind of points at Sterling and says, keep him contained. We'll deal with him later. And Biz 3 is gonna try to use his wall force to bubble him and kind of push him away.
Okay.
I think while he's doing that, I think Biz Prime is gonna try to lead an attack on Telemek and the founder.
Okay. So what's your plan? What's your plan on how to defeat the founder?
I think as he has I think as he's moving in from the front, I think he sees himself as like what the founder wants to take down, and like probably the founder's focus of this fight. I think he is going to try his best to just keep all focus on him and front any of the founder's attacks while everyone else has a chance to get in on the fight now that the zombies are gone. So I think he's using like his big hand that's still up to like yank at the founder's head and like poke its eyes.
Three Stooges him?
Pokes him, and is like maybe like I don't know, just like using his lightning to electrocute both the founder and Talamek?
No,
Uh,
he's using it to attack you.
no, I'm using the
Oh,
lightning.
gotcha.
I got my chain lightning.
Yeah.
And just like trying
Uh,
to keep as much attention on me.
okay. So you're trying to look for an opening,
I'm trying to
or
make
like
an
a
opening
trying to
by
make an opening. So what's your plan? Is your idea to physically destroy the founder like via spell or attack, or are you looking for
I
a
think
way to? Yeah, I don't know. Are you just looking to destroy this guy?
I think well, from what Biz knows, he needs the founder in some way to get Sterling and Silver back to normal. So I think he's trying to find a way to like disable him without like destroying the body, at least.
All right. So you can do all that. You can cast Chain Lightning. You can use Bigsby's hand to hold it down, poke its eyes out, just keep it in place. Um, Same thing for Father Talmac. Maybe not so much Menace, but that's what you have the others for. Silver can go and engage Menace from close and try to keep him um, pressured. Biz 3 can lock down Sterling, who is a ranged person. So he was most likely going to go to a position of advantage to shoot you from. And then the rest of your allies will arrive to support. Attack the founder, attack Menace, attack Telmek. Barkita too, and you can use them as well. The DC is 25. You're looking for some way to defeat the founder, but also save your comrades, which is pretty much the whole reason why you're here. So I think I have. I love how I gave you all these magical stuff, and I don't think any of you took any of it.
What?
I think mostly were weapons. I don't. Oh, sorry. I gave you a bunch of magical items and supplies, and I know some of you said we'll take it all, but I don't know who took it and who did you give it to, because most of these were supposed to be, in my mind, were supposed to be given to your companions so they could survive. But I'm just looking through them and I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of good stuff. Let's see. Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
Apologizing for shit.
Dude, I saw them at Warp Tour for like the 10th time last year when that Warp Tour lineup was stacked. Good times. Everyone, dude, I looked at everyone like, man, we are all old as fuck, guys. What happened to us? Dude, it was fucking terrible. It was funny. It was funny. Um, no, that's not the bitch. I hate it.
Something head.
Let's see.
I know that I gave one of them to Narzan, who's been comfortably hanging out inside of that egg. So it's been really useful.
Let me check my notes. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. I feel like I should have.
Where the hell did I put this? Here we go. Make I think so far, for Bismuth, he can understand that maybe destroying the founder would destroy his friends or his chances of destroying his friends or saving his friends, or say destroying the chances of saving his friends. But also keeping it alive risks continued corruption. What is his objective or goal? Is it to destroy or is it to disable the founder?
I think
I guess
he-
it's really based on what does Biz believe in that would free his comrades as well.
well, so we were told by that in the dream area. We're told by that one the creature that you need. Certain people can only say if you destroy the founder and chooses rebirth. So maybe we do just blow the guy up.
Oh yeah.
It was one dream, remember though. You didn't quite collect the rest of the information, but yeah, I mean, and I think something they should give Biz some calmness to it all, even if it's scary to think that maybe it could destroy the chance of saving friends. You are now the official owners of Flux Deluxe, which is a very advanced technical workshop and research station. When all is said is done, who's to say Biz wouldn't be applying that to figuring out how to save his friends?
Oh
Still.
yeah.
But regardless, you have some options. You can make an Arcana check. While you're attacking, trying to observe, you can make a perception check. Yeah. You can attack and do all those things, but I think you would be more prudent to make a check on how to defeat it while you're doing all those things. That's up to you though.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Unless you want to just go for it and let's see how it happens, plays out.
I think Biz wants to try to figure out.
Okay. So go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. I know, I used the fucking. I found my dice. I still use D&D Beyond. It's terrible. It's ass. It's a 10 total.
Oh God.
Rolled the 2.
Yay.
Remember you have +2 for each ally. So you have +2 for Barkita and all them. I'll say that's a +3. You have +2 from Silver, and I'll say you have an advantage. I'll say +2 from Biz 3. And then if you want temporal time manipulation, you give yourself advantage.
I feel like I don't want to keep doing it. I feel like we're going.
Reach out to Ox so you can blame him.
Let it ride. 13 black. Let it ride. Let it ride. So right now you get +3, +2. Whatever check you make. Arcana.
Yeah.
Arcana. What is that base? What's your modifier?
My base says right now it's +8.
It's +8. So you get +3, +2. So 11 +2 +13. It's +13 to this roll without advantage.
But
he already rolled. That's the
I
problem.
fucked it up.
No, you have to
Yes, yeah.
reroll it. You have to reroll it now.
Okay. Now you got
first and foremost, I didn't ask you to roll yet.
Yeah.
That's-
Ooh, damn,
That's
son.
true.
Just rolling shit
First
without
and foremost, I didn't
asking.
ask you to roll.
My
So,
bad. I'm sorry.
you're good. Through your bone, it's fine.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, so you have +5 right now.
Actually,
If you
my
wish to
actual
use
dice.
your allies, which I would assume you would,
Yeah, probably.
it's okay.
Okay. Please
I'm
don't fuck
sure.
me
I'm
over.
sure you guys will have a beautiful funeral for Elder Kia.
Yeah, it's talked.
Yeah, she gets a box.
Or Barkita. Who knows?
She also gets a box.
Kill my
That's really
girlfriend.
Shut up.
It's
Shut
plus-
up.
+13. It's
Kur-
32.
Sometimes you remind me of Kurabara. Come on, you're a Meshi. That's my girlfriend. I can't believe it. Stop kissing my girlfriend, you're a Meshi. What did you say, sorry?
32 total.
All right.
We're back. We're back.
Arcana. You move in and around. You even engage close up hand while having your allies go. Elder Kia summons vines to uplift the founder, even open its mouth a little bit. You even use Bigsby's hand to open its mouth. There is something you do see inside at the center. It's a core, a glowing sphere of red and dark energy. Whatever it is also probably the source of its creation of Warforged or its manipulation of Warforged. You don't know much about these Ahu Nixtas, these races of this far realm race of beings that are expert master crafters, and reside within powerful mech suits. One thing is certain. The founder probably can't be destroyed by conventional means as long as that forge core is intact. But getting to the forge core is a different question, different problem. But after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes of fighting, engaging, Barkita and Ismadia are severely hurt. Jace is there, but he has also unleashed a plethora of powerful spells. Talamek has retreated for now after being dealt with. Menace has been defeated, but he is not dead. He is just out of power, realistically. But the founder is still thrashing about. He's killed many more defenders, living human defenders, citizens. But you can see that he is gearing up for one final domination. So that is a success. We will keep the tracker at 8, and we will decrease the tracker or keep the tracker of the City of Sacrifice at 3. Temporal momentum increases though.
Would like to use power word nope on whatever that bad guy's about to do.
But you know that the forge card's gone. It can't make any more, Biz. But and then after that you can kill it, but it's up to you what you want to do with it. As you see Sterling, who has finally escaped the clutches of Sim 3 and probably, maybe Ismati or Jace, was out there taking pop shots at you in silver as you duck behind cover. But with that, you found the source of the founder. Its forge core needs to be destroyed or removed to disable its control over Warforge. Sort of wish you had the Salvation Egg right now.
Yes.
God.
How again? I just rip it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just let me know. I'll send him that way.
Okay, Tev.
If he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull him through the temporal fissures. I'm sure that wouldn't go bad.
Damn. All right, Tev. You are reaching. You've reached. What is this area called?
The
Deathfield?
scrying room.
The scrying. No, you passed the scrying room now.
Past, yeah.
You are now. Halls of Death. No.
Ooh, sounds lovely.
It's like
It's not just halls of death, it's the halls of sensual death.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Death by
Yeah.
Snoo Snoo.
Ooh.
Death
Yay.
by snoo snoo. Death by snoo snoo. Death by
Death by
Snoo,
Snoo Snoo.
snoo.
Get the straps! Oh no!
Oh. No, Daddy, no.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill. Okay. Never mind. Okay. You pass the solvents, you pass the scrying room, you pass Actually, you come across a crossroads where you see Dalphin and his two master thieves are making a quick meal at the intersection. You can see that there is a secret door on the other side where they most likely came from, and you can see Dolphin's like smoking a cigarette they just rolled. Oh, fucking made it! Nice. Yeah, up ahead I can't break through. It looks like it's probably the main room. It's guarded by some really dark and vile magical glyphs, so I'm not fucking with it. You want some
Uh,
eggs?
We don't have time. We're being chased by the Queen of Lies.
One of the happens like stuffing his face. You mean you didn't kill that bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, you try it then.
Look at me. Can't do shit except steal and eat.
I mean, he could die too.
Well,
I'm not that
good for you.
honorable.
I'm gonna go deal with that door. You do whatever you can to stay alive.
Dolphin looks at you and says, "We had a deal. Remember?"
Yeah, I'm working on it. Shut up. I'm gonna
He
fix
loo-
that.
Dolphin looks at you and then looks at Jumbo. Jumbo's like, "Mr. Dolphin?" And Dolphin's like, "Raga." Raga's just like, "Ugh." One of the halflings like, "Oh man, what's the goblin chick?" And Gibby's just like with like a straight face, he's like, "Oh, she's dead."
Oh God.
Corlox
are-
goes with you to the massive infernal or sorry, the fiendish door. It is a stone, it is beautifully crafted in this gothic architecture. It is so out of place down here. It was definitely built here recently, definitely built here probably by Brundis. The tunnels itself are also carved intricately, made with different types of stone, darker shade of gray, more purple, more darker shades of violets throughout the area. So definitely this section was definitely added on later. The door itself, you can see the depiction, this stone mosaic of a Rakshasa. The Rakshasa is holding a two heads in both hands, or a head in both hands, and it's a six-headed head of a Rakshasa. And then you see it standing on top of the world, of probably on Zoria. Along the edges are fiendish runes. I think Corlox only knows how to read Infernal, not Abyssal. Do you know how to read Abyssal? No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
Let's see.
anyone here, besides one person, can read Abyssal.
I think Braga can read it.
I think Braga can read it. Braga stands on both on her hind legs, takes out a pair of spectacles. Oh, I see. Braga? It's Braga. And I appreciate you feeding me all these years.
What the hell is going on?
All right, so on the outline are these fiendish runes, glyphs. Magical, obviously. There's definitely a defense. There's no knob or anything. Corlox is gonna go ahead and start pondering. I'm gonna go ahead and make some history checks on stories and songs about a Rakshasa with many faces. Maybe that will be a start. What are you, Tav, doing? What are you doing? The rest of your companions are actually nibbling on some of the food, but they're all tense as everyone knows that Vixara, and most likely that six-headed rat is still behind you guys. So what are you doing, Tav?
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on the door. See if I can find a way to disable the security system on it. There is Arcana. Oh.
I disable it by telling someone else to open the door.
Yumbo, come on, open it.
What are you trying to do? What were you doing?
Trying
Like
to
during
see,
your
like,
time? Right,
trying
right.
to.
Like what is Tav doing?
Like
Is she
looking at
poking? Oh, she's just looking at it.
looking at it to begin with to see
Uh-huh.
if I can understand what it does to begin with, and then if I can disable it later. But I rolled a 17, so I don't
Huh?
know.
Well, once again, I didn't ask you to roll yet, so we
That's
could have had
bad.
modifier. You have Corlina. You have Corlox there, so she would offer some sort of additional. So I rolled her Arcana with advantage, and unfortunately, it's pretty good. So I will give you a +2 to that roll. Dolphin will tell you that it's trapped magically.
Yeah.
Dolphin, so that's another +2 to the roll. So I think that's, I don't know what else could everyone want. Oh, you have Verkati, dude. Holy shit.
He's smart.
He also knows how to
I'm
get in
smart
and out of
cookie.
shit somehow.
Can you have Verkati make an investigation check or Arcana check?
Investigation or
Whichever one's better.
they're the same, I believe.
Okay. Whatever you choose then. Which one are you gonna do?
I think investigation makes sense for Vicati.
Yeah.
Not very good. 15.
Uh Yeah, unfortunately, even with Fricati, he doesn't understand the true Esper. He knows that it does be some sort of defense mechanism, but it also could be cursed. And I think that's one of the biggest thing that sticks out to you all is that it is most likely cursed. Corlax says that there are really nothing about Prunus, which makes sense because if he's the type of person that can just change shape and form whenever, probably among the ultimate shape changers. But then it dawns on her. Ultimate shape changers. She considers only one person, one being in the world to be the ultimate shape changer, and that's pretty much the father of all shape changers, the Traveler.
Okay.
That
It's a problem.
doesn't, yeah, it's definitely a problem, but it gives her insight into finding stories and clues. So with that check, she's going to spend, she needs time. She pulls out a large tome. It is intricate. The filigree is beautiful but old. It is, you've probably seen this book once or twice. She tells you that it is a collection of the most historic and esoteric ballads that her order has compiled. It's a copy. But from there, she draws upon using it to help understand deep, intricate puzzles and lores about the world and factions that helps her in her espionage. So she's going to try and use that to help her find maybe a clue to what this door is or what it could be, knowing that maybe going off of Prunus could be influenced or maybe empowered by the Traveler at one point, or maybe stole from the Traveler, or who knows, maybe he is the Traveler. Who really knows?
Great.
I don't know. That's her plan because right now, you guys are stuck with a magical door, and you guys could dispel. Do you have dispel?
Yeah, I need to look. Yeah, I understand.
You could dispel. That's a choice, I guess, too. What else? What other options do we have? Do you have on this door? You could attack it, obviously. You could have one of your companions touch it, see what it does.
That's an
Dolphin,
ox
I'll
move.
give you Braga right now if you touch this door. John was like, wait, what? There's some options.
I have removed curse also. If it is cursed.
Yes, there's virtue, but do keep in mind that it could be a vile curse too.
Mm.
If it's a
That
vile
doesn't
curse,
happen,
yeah, exactly.
The door made out of people. The toilet
I
door.
won't lie, sort of made an item of that already. It's my living traps collection.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it started off with mimics, and then it got into baddie. Then it just devolved into body modification and flesh.
Sounds like
Magic.
Clan Zamitzi talk right there.
It's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The flesh magic is interesting. I've drawn from several different sources, but yeah. Side tangent. Flash magic.
Next character, I call it.
Fine. I have the resources to give you a character to play as such.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Vixara is coming. It's only a matter of time. The door to most likely Prunus's real lair is just beyond your reach.
I can't trap her, but I need a minute to do so.
You just want to get through that door, man.
Yeah, but if I trap her, I can hold her there for how long?
Forever.
Not forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever.
Why doesn't it say 1 hour? Or more? But 3 hours. But 1 hour is enough. Yeah. Well, Corlox is going through a book to see about the door. I'm gonna start casting Magic Circle on the entrance that we came from
Okay.
to try and
How long does that take?
1 minute.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So as I was about to say Alkazi, as Coralox begins her studies, Rakati is there to assist because he's also a very smart man. Dolphin and the other two halflings are now making another lunch.
Second breakfast.
Jumbo and Braga are at the door entrance with you, along with Givy and Lorenzo with the weapons at the ready. You can hear the footsteps. She's casually walking towards you. She's not even in a rush.
That's good
But
at least.
yeah, it is good for the moment. You have reprieve as you set up the defenses. What does your magic circle look like? How's it cast?
I start writing in the air and glyphs appear on the floor. They burn for a second and then fade out, but are still there. But you can't really see them. And they build a circle. And when it's finished, it's like a pillar of flame, but not really, with walls that trap a creature inside it or outside of it.
Awesome. Amazing. As that happens, Coralox reads it and finds the door, and she's like, I think I found it. Story of the stolen shapeshifter. She gets to delve into it and she looks at the door. He says, it's a cursed door, but it's nothing insanely genius about it. It's just a door of death. Those who touch it or use magic will be subjected to insurmountable amounts of agony, pain. I think we can just dispel this, but I think whoever does dispel it's still going to feel some effects of the defenses. I'm not sure how much of that, I don't know how detrimental that really means. It could mean that they still could die. All I know, Tav, is that this door, it's meant to kill things if people try to mess with it.
Okay.
Who are the only two people that can cast the spell?
I think I'm the only one that can cast it.
No, Corlox can cast the spell as well.
Can she? Okay.
You gonna
Pretty sure.
sacrifice your bestie?
I'm pretty sure
No.
she
Again?
can. And then yeah, she's the yeah. I think she's the only one other than you.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna start by drinking 4 great healing potions because I only have 20 hit points, so I need to heal.
Fair.
She's gonna cast Feign Death on herself before she casts the spell. Or
Oh,
no, she can cast Feign Death though. So she casts it on you.
so it thinks I'm already dead.
Well, isn't
So-
Feign Death is if you drop,
I-
you don't drop, you don't die. You just drop to
I need to.
you
Google.
drop to a point where you're dead. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm now actually just
I need to just
I
Google
am
it.
just improving as Tab or as Corlox.
Well, obviously,
We've
if it's
done
going to
it,
try to kill you, if you're already dead, then it doesn't do that.
Okay, yeah, it can work, but I need to cast the dispel first, and then you have to do it after I
Yes.
cast it because I become incapacitated. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I can beat this door. I'm gonna cast it at the 4th level.
It is a
this
ritual spell though, unfortunately. So it does only one action, okay. Well, fortunately it's a ritual spell. Yeah, as soon as the spell is cast, someone has to cast Feign Death.
Yeah.
Oh, who's doing it? Oh, you're gonna do it, Tev?
I'm gonna cast the spell, and she's
Okay,
gonna cast
it would make sense. Ted Corlock's going to say, "Are you sure I can do it?"
No, I can do this, and I will do this. I will not sacrifice more people just to kill a guy.
I'm not Ox.
I'm not Ox, you know. Might sacrifice one, but you know.
Yeah. So Corlox will look at you. She'll just give you this big hug. She's like, "I won't fuck this up."
I hope not.
Proceeds to immediately fuck it up.
I believe in you. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die.
So you most likely are gonna have to cast the spell at your highest level, whatever is available.
Okay, then it's 5.
5. See if that works. You casting it?
Yeah.
What does it look like? What does the scene look like? Taz behind you. She's sweating. She grabs a
behind
pinch of
myself.
You're behind yourself, Taz.
yard dirt in her hand and starts rubbing it, preparing the spell.
I shake out my hands a little bit. Okay. Are you ready? Okay.
No.
Like a false starts. Like,
You'll
okay,
do-
and hold on a second.
You'll do fine. It's fine. A pat on the head. It's fine.
We're the same height. Stop it.
It's fine. And I point my finger like a gun. Okay, where should I? I think there is the spell, and a little pinprick of fire hits the spell, and it vanishes. Hopefully.
Yeah, as it hits the door, it first hits this thin invisible layer, and that thin invisible layer begins to react and steep the entire door in this dark, misty magenta color, and it sends a wave directly at you. As it does so, Corlox behind you casts Feign Death as soon as possible, because the door is going to immediately deal. It immediately deals 250 damage. No reduction, no blocking, no resistance, no immunity. Oh, unless you are a fiend and a cultist of Bataille.
Which I'm not.
Not yet.
So as that is about to envelop you, Corlox gets the spell off, and for Corlox, it feels like a soothing ballad of a melancholy type of song. It's soothing, it's relaxing, it's a bit sad, but that's what gives it depth. That's what gives it drama. That's what gives it emotion. And you just take hold of that feeling, that sound, that perpetual feeling of this story that she's telling you in her form of magic, as she is a bard, technically, mostly. Um, and you do feel this coldness grip around you, like death. It's a familiar feeling, unfortunately. You've felt this before, but this time, instead of falling like a cold stack of meat, you fall gracefully, being um held and carried down and eventually placed on the cold ground as a cold sack of meat. But you are not a cold sack of meat. Everything is just slowed because your heart rate is barely thumping. Your brain is starting to lose oxygen. Eyes going to start to go back a little bit. You don't even breathe anymore, and your body goes limp for a moment. Well, for an hour. Right? Isn't the spell?
Yeah, it's an hour. I wonder if
It is an hour.
can you stop it? Oh, I don't find. Oh, no plus.
No, until I can use an action to dismiss it.
Yeah, I was hoping that.
Corlax is like,
What have I done?
forgetting that she can dismiss it. As the wave takes over, it dissipates, and the door, a clear black incision, bisects the door into double doors that swing towards you. Don't swing completely; they just open up. But you're there lying, and Corlax to me is like, "Oh, that's even I know that you're alive. That still freaks me out." And she dismisses the spell, feign death, and you return with all your senses. Oh, it's quite shocking, that kind of experience. But thankfully, though, her soothing music is very helpful. And before you now is this ajar double door, but creeping out is this pure black essence of vileness, of just fiendish vileness, and it permeates throughout the entire chamber. Everyone just smells it and feels it, and then you all just the hair on the back of your neck just sticks up as you hear a very familiar guttural voice saying, "It's about damn time."
Oh god.
As that voice trails, the doors do fly open, and in a circular room on a dark throne sits Prunus, cross-legged, waiting for you, it seems.
Yeah.
I'll go show you a picture quickly of what the throne looks like.
Oh god. Oh god.
Not that sinister. Stop. Stop.
This is not an oh god. Oh demon. Oh demon.
Oh fiend from the pits of hell, I have come to slay you.
Nice.
Now get at thee, bitch.
Now get up thy ass from chair, you fat wench.
And fetch me my mead.
Floating around it are the largest pieces of fake fragments that you've seen. You can see Prunus is just surrounded by these orbiting prisms of souls, each containing gods know how many souls. But in this dark tributary, just in darkness, sits a red-eyed, glowing Rakshasa of ancient power and proportion. He stands up, and even if he wasn't on a double dais with a throne, he is still standing at least 7'5", 7'6". He is a large and imposing figure. Draped over his Rakshasa body, the only thing really sticking out are his exposed tiger-like feet, pawed feet, and his tail from behind. Everything else is covered by a dark, large cloak. And honestly, everything else besides the feet and tail exposed is his face. At his side is a rat. No, I was kidding.
Steven!
Steven?
And then this is like, "Mom," and you're like, "No!"
Yeah.
No, where is it? Where's that?
This
I'm
whole-
your mother.
Et tu, Steven.
I'm
Et
your
tu.
mother, and Steven's your father, Tav.
No. What?
Wait, huh?
You're telling me my
Um,
dad was my own son?
At his, he has no weapons. Actually, you don't see anything. You see him in a cloak. But yeah, he stands there ready. he sort of shifts in between reality. But he just simply looks at you and glares at you all, and you sort of sense that everyone besides you, Corlox, and honestly Verkati are, staring back with sheer determination. But you can feel Jumbo, Givy, and Lorenzo sort of quiver and quake at the sight of Prunus. Braga is snarling, but you also see that Dolphin and the other two are scared shitless. But then they're gonna bring up, or then you sense them sneaking up on Jumbo and Braga. And as you do, Braga or Jumbo gets his knees kicked in and he falls on his face or falls to his knees. And both halflings inject some sort of vial into Braga. And Dolphin is going to automatically order them to start pulling Braga or pushing Braga that way as he drops a smoke grenade
Oh,
to
God.
escape with the wormling. Everyone's obviously shocked, so they don't know what to do. And John was like, "What is happening? What's going on?" And as we leave that there, we cut. Actually, no. Let's continue on. Leave that there. In that moment, Braga is being dragged away. Jumbo is on his knees in pain, but everyone is everyone else besides you and Corlox are encompassed, surrounded by smoke, by the smoke bomb, and really just you and Corlox are outside of it at the entrance into the throne room of Prunus. And Prunus stares at you, and he's the first one to strike. This is going to be a combat, so you can do all your attacks and stuff like that on your next upcoming. But it's not going to be you taking as much damage. Basically, how I've done it is that I've made it into a hybrid narrative combat system where you just whatever you do, if you hit and if it's successful, knocks out another tracker. And I just made 3 trackers. So if you do 3 things to Prunus, he's defeated. But obviously, they're going to have to be very profound. But that includes attacks, spells, and stuff like that. But obviously, he has his own abilities. He has his own legendary actions. He has his own lair actions. He has his own reactions. So it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be easy getting those 3 trackers knocked out. But we're going to still run a combat system, except it's a lot more simplified. So, real quick, I want you and Prunus and Corlox to roll initiative.
Okay.
So when we get back to your round, we'll know who's next. Or at least who's going next. Prunus rolled. He gets advantage actually for being Slayer. It's a 19.
I also got a 19, and Corlox also got a 19.
Wow. What's your Dex modifier or Dex mod?
+5. And Corlox is +4.
You and him are going. No, he is a +4, so you're going first, and then Tav or Corlox and him are going at the same time. That's fine.
Who got the jump on who, huh? Flap. Ow.
So
pull out the Lashanka, but whoosh.
Pull out a punch knife. Stick him right in the jelly beans.
So okay, and then it goes Tav, and then Prindis and Forlocks. Same. All right. You go first. He lunges for you, but you are faster. What would you like to do?
I having Supernal Cloudy already in my hand
Of
and
course.
ready to strike, I lunge forward and do a temporal land strike right in his face.
Ooh.
So his AC becomes 10.
Ooh.
And I crit on a 18 to 20.
That's disgusting.
So let's see.
Nice. Eat that, Prundish, you piece of
How
shit.
long? How long is that?
It's only for this attack.
Gotcha.
So I rolled an 18, so I hit at least.
Mhm.
And that is 9 damage on that, and it's an extra 68 extra.
Now I will go ahead and use his reaction. His reaction is he's going to quickly turn into Jeffrey, which is going to impose disadvantage as it causes hesitation.
Okay. Let's see.
Good
if I
thing
hit
it's
again.
Tavin, not me.
Yeah, that's still hits.
Still
With a
hits with an AC.
22.
Yeah, with an AC 10. Yeah,
Yeah, it's. I need to roll a 1 to
I was
miss.
hoping.
You never know.
So with that, the deception does not work, and you, with supporter clarity, do you say anything as you make this strike?
That's not gonna work on me. I know who you are. Stab it.
The
Stab.
great
And it,
the great
yeah.
the great thing here is Tab uses fire a lot. This is very reminiscent. She's effectively Roy Mustang, and this is Envy. Let's go.
I hope so, for her sake. What spell level was that, by the way?
It's an ability of
Okay.
Soprano Clatter.
Gotcha. Forget. All right. Takes that. Do I have anything? No. Okay. So you knock out 1 out of 3, Sue. So you have 2 left to defeat Prudence. As you do, it goes right through him, and it leaves like a 4 or 5 inch diameter cavity hole in his body, but he's unfazed. He looks down at it and he says, "A momentary setback. It's inevitable, Tav. I will destroy you as it was intended, and I will live forever."
Hubris.
What is Corlox doing? I'm sorry, let's just be you. Let's just have you and him. Not have Corlox. I will say that Corlox can give you advantage on your attacks. And if it comes to spells, she can give you a boost. How about that? Just keep it between you and Prunus. So with Prunus's turn next, he's gonna go ahead and, since disguising deception will work, it's gonna have to just be brute force, which he doesn't really like, but he'll go ahead and soul rend you.
Ooh.
Yes, you will
Joke's
do
on you.
2.
I sold mine for a taco.
Yeah. Actually, he has to do 2 claw attacks and then a soul rend attack, which is a ranged spell attack. So the 2 melee attacks first.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, nice.
Nice.
And then that's gonna go ahead and do. This is. What are this fucking rolls? 13. 13 slashing damage, and the target is cursed. The cursed card can't regain hit points, and the hit point maximum decreases by 10 every 24 hours. If the curse reduces the target's hit point maximum to 0, the target dies, and the soul is consumed by Prunus. Right. And then the soul rend plus 12 hits. Defense.
Jesus, yeah, that'll hit.
Does 22 necrotic damage, and then the target must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 20, or have their soul partially extracted. While affected, the target has disadvantage on all saving throws and cannot regain spell slots. This effect lasts until the target finishes a long rest or the curse is removed.
Okay, I have a +0 to wisdom, so
There we go. 20. Nat 20. Here we go.
11.
Damn it. Would you like to reroll with Bardic Inspiration? Corlox. You can't fail.
Yeah, I can beat this.
Nat 20.
It's a 1. It's worse.
You want to be the very best.
You turn around, you're like, what? Punch. All right, so you take the damage. You are cursed. You can't regain hit points. You can't regain spell slots.
Jesus, this is rough.
It's really rough. All right, and then yeah, your turn.
Okay.
But I mean, you see he's staggering, but that temporal lance put a eighth, it took out an eighth of his body composition. Like his torso's barely holding.
I like step back, put away my rapier, pull up my hands, and do cone of cold right in his face.
Oh yeah.
It's a con of 20 saving throw.
He has magic resistance. Oh wait, what the level spell is?
5.
He is a Rakshasa, which means he has the trait called limited magic immunity, which means spells of level 5 or lower have no effect on him.
Oh fuck!
He's a
Use
Rakshasa.
Corlox to give it some oomph.
Would you like to have Koroks make it a level 6 spell?
Yeah.
Awesome. I have been keeping track of the temporal. So the temporal is now down to a fucking 0.
Yay.
The outcome has dropped down to 6.
Oh, nice.
What'd you hit?
That,
Yeah, so it goes off, so that means I have to make that save now.
yeah.
Perfect. I like it. Con save is a +4. This is very good. It is a magical spell, so I don't have magic resistance. I do have legend resistance. That's unfortunate. But I won't use it. Because I'm going to pass this. I am electing to not use legend resistance because I know I'm going to pass this with flying colors. DC what?
20.
20. Look at that. So what did that do?
40 cold damage.
40?
Yeah.
Oh, what now? Okay. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. What does it look like? He tries to he intimidates you. He's like, "Is that all you?" You know,
like instead of cold coming out of my hands, I remove all the heat from him, so it freezes the air around
it's
him.
freezing from inside on his flesh. Oh, that's crazy. That's nice.
Call coming from inside the house, Captain.
All right. When he does that, it weakens him severely. If Karlach gets in position and unloads a bunch of crossbow bolts, and you also make a couple swipes at Entomb at that point. He is him alone as a threat is no threat to you. Supernal Clarity is also just it is making your movements faster and more precise than it has ever been in your entire existence of using it. In this moment, this is what you were meant to do. You were meant to kill this disgusting, vile creature in the most fastest and elegant way. And right now, you're doing it with your best friend, which is glorious. That is his second. He has one more segment before he is defeated. It is his turn. He's going to be desperate.
Oh, that's great.
He's going to use a desperate. Yeah. What's up? Oh yeah.
He's been that way his whole life.
He'll be fine. He is going to use a desperation move.
Grovel?
No, he's going to basically cast a mass hallucination effect on everybody. And that's going to affect the people out in the smoke too. So I need Tav to make another wisdom saving throw.
Why does it have to be wisdom?
Because unfortunately, that's how it works in this game system.
If you were wise, you would have been better prepared.
It's another one.
Fucking great. Ask
all
me
of
for
you,
help.
all of you succumb to the hallucination, and your hallucination changes the battlefield a little bit. Instead of one Prunedis, it looks like Prunedis has made copies of himself, and you see him stab Corlox, and you hear the spitting of blood as everyone else has been stabbed by a copy of this. And you feel the pain. You feel the pain, but realistically, it's just a hallucination. It's your brain making up that sensation. All the while you're there struggling, Prunedis is now going to retreat a little bit and recuperate and figure out what to do next. And also hide because he's on death's door realistically. That damage. How much damage did that cold damage do?
40.
How much did that lance do?
I need to check what it was. I think it was also around. It was 38.
Yeah, he is he's not looking good.
Yay.
But you are now stuck in this hallucination.
Well done.
Which is now your turn. What are you doing? You are fighting Imprudus, but in reality, you're actually fighting Corlox.
That's great.
However, Supernal Clarity is showing you a different timeline. One where you're fighting Corlox, and Prudence is laughing in the background.
Okay.
Do you wish to grab onto that timeline instead?
Yes. With both hands.
Uh-oh. Well, there goes. We're down to 5.
I don't care. He's going to die.
You son of a bitch.
So with that, Prudence is laughing in the current reality until finally you grasp onto it and you re-enter it. You see Corlox in front of you. It's like, Prudence, this is all your faults. And you're not really saying anything because you know that she's in the hallucination, but then you just slowly turn to Prudence, and Prudence, what? It's your turn. She fires a crossbow bolt at you. Corlox, you dodge it. It's easy. But you have broken through his desperation move. And you have an opening, a chance to end it all.
Okay.
Stop that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna time stop. So I can go. It's stop time for. Okay, just 2 rounds, so it's not much. But just so I
that
can
should do enough.
just so I can go up behind him, and right when time starts, I grab Supernal Clarity and just stab it as much as I can.
Yeah, no, it is visceral. I would assume it is visceral and brutal. I would assume that Tav is putting every ounce of emotion into every strike,
Yeah.
trying to gain some sort of semblance of vengeance and redemption for all those that have fallen, even for those that she's never met. Describe to me how you kill Prudence.
Like having his heart, lungs, everything, push him to the ground, just up, stabbing on him and stomping on him, and like, just die, you bastard! This is for everything you've ever done, and just start crying, ugly crying.
Yeah.
Fucking die!
Yeah. No, it is. When the smoke clears from the grenade, Dolphin has left. Jumbo is unconscious with several wounds in his back and his leg from stab wounds. Givy and Lorenza is tending him. Givy's too, but when Givy turns to see you, he stops, and Lorenza stops, and Corlox is just there as well, stopping, falling to your knees, sobbing because it's finally over. Rakati is there, leaning against the wall, breathing heavily, maybe actually breathing for the first time. But as you stand at Prudence, you can see that his carcass is beginning to wither because of how old it actually is. It begins to wither and wither until it stops for a moment. And as you kneel there crying, with Supernal Clarity just in the freaking skull of Prudence as you kneel there, a cold wind brushes against your back. And you just feel this ominous entity, as if something like a ghost passed by you. Suddenly, all 3 of you hear something. And before I get to that, let's transition to everyone else to see what's going on, because this affects everybody. Biz, as you are fighting to understand and looking, you find that the Forge Core is the solution. What's your target? What's your goal? Is that what you're going to after, or are you just going to outright destroy this thing?
I think he's planning on trying to like rip the core out. And
Okay. So what's your
use it.
plan?
Biz's current plan is to use I have I can summon a construct, and he's planning on using it to help assist him in kind of like pinning the founder down and forcibly ripping it out.
Amazing. Okay. By using Bigby's hand and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I also have to summon construct, so I can summon
Construct.
like a
You can summon a big construct,
big fellow.
like a like a golem.
Yeah,
Okay, what kind of golem?
I think it's made up of like all the pieces of like all the fallen warforged are nearby,
Oh,
like
okay.
metal shards and wooden
Nice.
pieces that kind of like come together into like a massive hulking form.
Nice, nice. As it does, this amalgamation of poetic justice emerges. And as everyone begins to hold down the mighty founder, Talameka rise to try and stop this amalgamation of this amalgamated golem, but the golem just smacks it right as it teleports into its fist, and it drops Falatonic to the ground. Silver's there with a dagger, or with a dagger, and she just impales his hand into the ground. Says, "You're not going anywhere." About the topic. As it opens, the golem in there just wrenches the mouth open. It clamps down and it's ripping your golem apart piece by piece, but it does its job to open it up, and you see it exposed. It's like this sphere of metal within a membrane of dark ichor inside the center of this mass. How do you grab it? Are you telling the golem to grab it, or
I think Biz goes in there with
it's
the
about the
golem.
size of your upper torso. It's pretty big. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna go in there.
Yeah, I think Biz wants to be part of it
Fuck
as he
yeah.
rips it
Oh
out.
fuck yeah! It's there. You see the goal. You jump in.
Jump in.
You found the center of the Tootsie Pop, motherfucker.
Before you get in there, Sterling appears with his butt of his rifle and he smacks you in the side of the head, knocking you, dazing you for a second as he stands between you and the forge inside the mouth. This large, serrated, metallic, fused with alien flesh mouth. He says, "I can't let you do that."
But you will.
He opened the fire. He opens the shot. It grazes you. What are you doing?
I think Biz is just going to try to vortex warp him 90 feet away. Just kind of like puts his hand on his forehead almost and just sends him flying away.
Home run. Home run. Awesome. Yeah, you send him out the mall, and it's just you now before this floating black metallic purple sphere covered in black ichor and dripping with malice and vile intent. Inside, around this chamber, this interior of the founder, you can see fiendish glyphs carved into the flesh. This is the Hibis corpse's work. They've cursed this thing. That's how they've managed to control it. Until suddenly all those glyphs begin to dissipate and become floating red dust. And as that happens, the founder begins to seizure uncontrollably. You grip onto the slimy interior, but your goal is still set. That needs to be taken out. I need you to make a strength check. Or what means do you have of taking this thing out of its apparatus? It looks like it's magnetically held there in place, just covered in just this dark ichor dripping from the top ceiling.
Cast magnets. How do those work?
I cast magnetic pull because I'm an attractive husky man.
Joke's on you, it backfires.
Yeah. I unleash comets and meteors.
I think let's see.
sensitivity and vulnerability, therefore making me more attractive.
I think if I can
Attractive,
cast,
attractance is a weird concept, not gonna lie. We're all attracted to weird things. Some weirder than others. And some shouldn't even be in that head.
Nope. I have a lemonade stand I'd like to introduce them to.
Hmm.
I think Biz will use I want to try using wall of force to block off like where the magnetic force is
Sure.
coming from,
Sure.
and then have him and the golem just get in there and try to rip it out.
As you make the wall force, the golem gets in there with you. It still floats there. It's just now no longer influenced by everything around it, and you actually can hold it. Or your golem can, I should say. As it does, it begins to slowly decay whatever is holding it. So it's only a matter of time before your golem is destroyed. But you have it, and with that in its hand, the founder just drops. It just falls. Though it is partially living, it is also a construct. And without its source, it cannot function. As the golem walks out with you and the sphere, you look on and you see that the corrupted Warforged have all fallen. Father Talmik is now slump over a nearby wall, inert. Menace also the same thing. Sterling out on the courtyard is also laying inert. And Silver is also laying on the ground, inert. I will say that both of them are unconscious and incapacitated. But for right now, the battlefield is silent. Until we're going to go ahead and transition previously, a little bit before this, to Ox. As he stands there in the golden crystal dome that he can see everywhere around him. In front of him, just basically dividing him, is the glass panel door, the window door of the crystal palace where the throne sits. And in front of him, probably about 20 feet away, facing him, are one zombie blue dragon, Malkarois, and Gavriel. As Gavriel takes a step forward, Malkarois, smiling, sees that he still thinks and confident enough that he can take you out, is about to make just a move, maybe raise his glowing scepter until you see his glowing scepter finally snuff out. You would hope that destroying the Necropolis would destroy the power, but it seems that the Archlich still had some reserves left. Not anymore. Something else somewhere else has finally ended this Archlich's reign. And as soon as that happens, the Archlich just stops midair and looks straight at Gavriel. Gavriel stops and looks straight and turns straight to Malkarois.
I have a feeling I see this right here as I realize, like, I'm assuming that I can sense the change in Gabrielle.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
sort of, yeah.
I mean, sort of. Like, I mean, obviously they were both intensely looking at me, but now
Yeah.
they're looking at each other, and I'm like, oh. I pull both of my swords up over my head, and I'm like, yeah, no!
As you do that, obviously they both strike each other first. Malkarois is going to unleash his most devastating attack, which is basically an upgraded Figure of Death. And Gavriel will go ahead and unleash a 9th level Sunbeam on him. And for Gavriel, because there's still sun left, it is nearing sunset. He gets amplified damage to double damage on Sunbeam.
Ooh, is the Lich is casting a spell, correct?
Yes, he is casting a spell.
I am going to cast counter spell.
What level? It is a level 9.
It's a 3rd level, so I'll have to roll for it.
Okay.
I probably won't make it, but you know what? I'll try.
Go ahead, try.
Let's roll. All right, here we
You can
go.
do it.
Got a +2. The likelihood of this working is absurdly low.
You never know.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm gonna roll it in
Okay.
in roll 20.
I forgot to
If
put
I
the
can
game
figure
summary on.
1d20 plus
Rolls a 1.
2. Yeah, no, it's gonna be funny. I wasn't aware that worked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So 15.
Ah, balls. All right, yeah, that's right.
So what does the counter spell look like at least?
My counterspell is just like, for me, it's just like chaotic magic reaching out to just like stick a weird finger in the middle of their spell.
I really, honestly, I envisioned you throwing Loud Whisper in the Night, cleaving his hand off, hoping that would work. But then he would just look at you and then just smile, and then the freaking scepter still glows because he's undead.
I'd be
But
like,
anyways,
yeah, no, it's just like the residual like chaos from within him reaches out to pulse.
no, 100%. And it does pull, it does tug, but the spell is so powerful and it is so desperate. Malcroy senses everything what has transpired, senses that he's been used. Um, and yeah, it's time to get out of here, but he needs to eliminate the biggest threat right now. Immediately, it is a Keyring. Keyring uses a level 9 spell. What is something again?
It's better than what I would have rolled on my dice.
What'd you roll?
Rolled 3.
All right, so it's double, so it's 12d8 damage. Ooh, my ninth level, I'm sorry. With ninth level, you can create a new line of radiance. Oh, okay, so no, it doesn't matter. It's only oh, I should probably reread the 2014 one. Lasts up to a minute. Okay, so it's double damage. So 12d8. Because he's undead, it's also double that. So 49 times 2. 70 something? Or sorry. 98,
See,
what am I thinking?
I don't think Oxys successfully ever used counterspell.
Maybe I don't remember either. But with that, that will eliminate Malcarois on the spot, and his dragon will fade into existence. However, the Finger of Death is what's going to hit him too. Gabriel is sitting at 85 HP left.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Classic. That is 90. Wow, that's what I needed. Simultaneously, the ray of death hits the chest of the Kirin. The sunbeam just incinerates the bottom torso and like the upper back of the dragon. Bottom torso of Malcrois rips him in half. He just falls into as a corpse as he falls into a corpse. Oh no, he is officially dead because you destroyed his phylacteries in the necropolis.
Correction, I glassed his phylactery.
Correction, you glassed his phylacteries. That is 100% true. And with that, Malcarois is gone. One of the 13th greatest liches of Anzoria is gone. And Gabriel, unfortunately, is also gone. At least sent back to Mount Celestia for a time. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? That really depends on Coriel's judgment. But for that, Gabriel dissipates into a golden light, a mote of dust. And the Archlish just half torso is there. And they're actually charging on.
Aw, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick
Right.
I'm gonna kick the corpse off the side. Like, get out of here.
And like I said, where we left off with Tav, we left off with Bismuth, and we left off now with you. All of you feel this cold brush of air on the back of your necks, and you all hear simultaneously this guttural, dark, and sinister voice that just says, "No, it's not over yet." From deep within Brunus's lair, and from Yeah, deep from within Prudence's lair, within the soul badge. Wow, my bad, guys.
Good lord.
Soul
This is
board.
definitely not a family channel anymore,
Right.
boy.
Right, well, we've been fucking cursing up a storm. I don't know about that. We had the topics and genres we talk about already make us M-rated. The outbursts alone make this M-rated. This from those soul vats, the souls, the fragment, the fate fragments. There is something happening. Profound magic, profound evil is down, starting to form and amalgamate within the sewers. Tav, you run out. You gather everyone else, and you can sense this. You're the only one that really can sense this because you're so attuned to what is happening. Time is also beginning to waver as the amounts of temporal momentum you have used have pushed time to the brink of dissonance, to the brink of rapture. You look behind, you see Dolphin, the door he used to escape, most likely with Braga. You see Jumbo still unconscious and bleeding out, and of course, like, what do we do? Gibby's like, all right. So Gibby and Lorenza are dragging a unconscious Jumbo with them through the corridors, but you are most likely making your escape, I think. Getting to the surface is paramount now. There's something happening, something much, much more terrible. Biz, as you emerge out, you also feel something tense and move. And the dark ichor from within the founder, the dark ichor that's still caked around the sphere that you hold in your hands, or the amalgamation is holding, begins to sort of be pulled into the sky. Be pulled into a sky, and all of you now see, and actually the first one to see it, there's this black sphere of ichor, black ichor that is forming over the entire city, over the city of Illumination. And it is growing. It is drawing any remnant, curse energy, devil, demon influence, not demon essences into this amalgamation, this growing cyst of dark ichor and fiendish cursed magic. And Tav, it doesn't take you too long. Dolphin literally found the fastest way to the surface, which takes about 10 minutes. It totally tracks that. And coincidentally, by the time you get to the top, you see that they have put Braga on a makeshift wagon and are pulling or pushing the wagon away from you. And Gibby's like, "Do we chase after them? This is bullshit. That's not cool."
I pull my gun and shoot Dolphin.
Sure, you take pop shots at them. Um, but really, what sticks out is what's forming above you all. And oh, fuck. Closed my fucking notes. Damn it.
Oh god.
Well, shit.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm reloading. I gotta go back to my page. Oh my god. Oh damn, this is the old version. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Sorry, give me a second. Oh, where'd I put it?
Where is that?
As the sphere is rising around and forming around, this cursed magic is very misunderstood still. Either you don't, all of you really don't understand it really. But what you can understand are the sigils, the rot, the whispering maledictions. All of that was happening momentarily while this was forming to that circle stops as finally the last of the residue stop and they form this perfectly circular, basically looks like a black hole up in the sky as the sun begins to set. That's when the sphere begins to reverse and it begins to flood outward like an explosion. Suddenly the magic twists into a spiraling gyre of violet black energy. It does not crackle like lightning. It folds layer over layer like flesh being stitched shut. And then something opens inside it. Not a portal, not a wound, or not a portal. It is a tear, a wound. And from that wound, it descends. He, she, it. Slowly, as if gravity is beneath this entity. And it is towering. A towering figure lowers from the spiral, suspended in a halo of fractured bone shards orbiting its head. The pieces grinded softly together, sparks of violet light snapping like nerves misfiring. His body assembles as he ascends. First the silhouette, tall, impossibly lean. Then the scars, glowing faintly across the stretched crimson flesh. And then to the eyes. One burns with patient violet light. The other is not an eye at all. It is absence. It is a dark void. When its feet finally touches the air 10 feet above the ground, the earth below blackens and splits. Not violently, but deliberately. Like skin parting under a surgeon's blade. Every curse currently active on the battlefield flickers. Everyone feels it. He turns its head slightly, too precisely, and his gaze passes across each one of you, wherever you are. It's not hunting. Not a hunting feeling, I should say. More like cataloging. The floating blades orbiting him begin to hum softly. Thin ritual daggers of bone and void steel that move half a heartbeat out of sync with reality. When it finally speaks, the sound does not travel through the air. It appears directly behind your own thoughts. You all been at least touched once. Fortunate. But you in this world will be forever touched. And I will make it so by my own hands. As he lowers the rest of the way to the ground, his scars pulse brighter. For a brief moment, one splits open along its ribcage, not bleeding, but spilling dim violet light. Within it, you glimpse something writhing. It's not organs, symbols, screaming, written sigils. The ground within 60 feet darkens like branching veins. Old wounds in the soil reopen, fissures, graves. The air smells fresh. The air smells faintly of iron and burnt parchment. Those who bear no curse feel no pressure, but feel the weight of extremity, like standing before a storm. And those who are cursed feel recognition. Faint afterimage. Step. Duplicates of this being appear. Faint afterimages. Step half a second out of sync from his body as it moves. A shoulder that moved before he does. A hand that lags a flicker of a second before this avatar of Batael, overlapping the first. Then they snap all into alignment and one crunching sound. It folds its long fingers, talons glinting with etched sigils. It offers something resembling a polite nod. It turns to you, Ted.
Hmm.
Let us not, and it just simply says in the back of your mind, let us not waste what has already begun. I'm sorry. Yes. Let us not waste what has already begun. And when it spreads, sorry, he smiles. And when that smile begins to spread, fine fractures radiate from the corners of his mouth like cracks in porcelain. Around him, every curse on the battlefield strengthens. Monsters, demons that are left, residuals. He begins to create minor ones, but they are being empowered by his presence alone as an avatar of Batael is on the material plane. Around him, every curse on the battlefield strengthens. You don't hear drums, you don't hear battle music. A second heartbeat. Slower, older, watching until. That's what we'll find out next Saturday. As all three have returned, are on the same place, all nearby, and now there's just one thing left to do. The amount of
Time for us
essence
to
left,
die.
the amount of essence left in the world has now permeated and amalgamated into one single entity, and Avatar Batael has come to finish what was started. So next time we'll come back to an epic boss battle.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Speak for yourselves. I'm gonna
Yeah.
live. You guys are fucked.
Maybe.
Thanks for seeing this through, everybody. I'm gonna go cry now.